for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. This is Attention to Detail, episode 7. Now, we've been a couple of days off, but we are back and we are here. I am Cam Alexander.
I'm your boy IT.
It's your boy Drew.
Yeah, and we're back with another one. We got a full episode here for you, fellas. How y'all feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Tired. Tired. The weekend has won. The weekend is one.
Talk about it, man. What happened? What's going on?
One, man. I went to Vegas. I went to Atlanta last week. I went to Vegas this weekend.
So you broke?
I'm good.
That's what I'm hearing.
We bred it up over here.
Unless you got a sugar daddy or something.
Nah, we funded by Attention to Detail. You know, I'm just playing.
Where my vacation's at then?
I'm gonna be outside.
Let me find out. We got a Joe Button out here.
We got a prize. We got a Prize Picks sponsorship coming soon.
Yes, coming soon.
But nah, I had a good little weekend. You feel me?
That's good, man.
Atlanta, Vegas, not Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, just Atlanta, Vegas.
Atlanta, Vegas.
Yeah.
Just Atlanta, Vegas. Yes.
So how was y'all weekend, though?
How was my weekend? I watched both of my football teams lose.
Fuck the Saints.
I don't know, man. I am stressed with a K, like I'm from South Carolina.
I saw the future in the league.
Honestly, sports is depressing right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Unless you're a Lakers fan.
The future's pretty bright in New England, you know.
The only thing bright in New England is the skin complexion of their citizens. That is the only thing that is bright.
NFL. I just want y'all to know that.
The future in the NFL.
The future of the NFL.
He's cool.
The NFL. That's crazy.
Future face of the league.
Damn.
I don't know, Jaden Daniels.
Pretty terrible.
Move over Patrick Mahomes. Move over Joe Burrow. Move over Jaden Daniels. Drake Maytime.
Joe Burrow been moved over.
No shit, Burrow's still balling.
Oh shit, I'm tripping. Move over Lamar Jackson.
Wow.
There first.
You see what he just did?
He was leaving
out
the dark skin.
I ain't gonna lie.
He's knocking all the black quarterbacks.
He didn't say nothing about Jaden Daniels.
Carco asses out the way.
I said Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes,
the black quarterback.
Josh Allen.
No, now he want to say Josh to pick it up. He said, "Get all the black quarterbacks out the way." That's crazy.
I'm just saying, y'all seen his game versus the Titans? I seen that touchdown. Come on, man. Future face of the league.
Did you say the fucking Titans?
Bro, it doesn't matter the team; it's the moment.
You seen what he did to the Jets?
Wait,
exactly.
Man. The Titans won that game, didn't they?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It was the moment.
What the fuck are we talking
He's
about?
A rookie. It was the moment. Game-saving touchdown. Pocket collapse. And niggas coming at him.
I'll tell you.
It was a great play.
Brock Bowers is a better rookie than Drake May. And it's
he's not a quarterback.
Got him on my fantasy team. Brock is tough.
He's not the quarterback in the Patriots.
One thing that's not depressing is the hat that Cam is wearing. The Dodgers. The Dodgers, you feel me?
Yes.
World Series champs.
We are celebrating a championship.
World Series. Hey, that last game was crazy, bro.
Bro, was it not?
Bro, I wasn't scared when we got striked out at the last inning, because I was like, bro, our pitcher got to lock in. He just striked them all three out, bro. That was crazy.
When I saw Walker Buehler walk out, I said, "Oh, we good."
You seen the determination on his face, bro.
Walker is one of our starters.
Yeah.
Who is fresh off of 2 Tommy John surgeries, who this playoffs he's been looking like himself again. And I said, this is a legacy moment. This is a chance to establish yourself as a Dodger great, and he did it. I had no worries when he walked up. Some other dudes, I would have been nervous.
Bro, I got a little nervous though. I'm not even gonna lie, I got a little nervous. But when he striked out the first person, I was like, "Oh shit, we got this. We got this."
Did you guys?
I thought they were trying to win it in LA. So I'm like, it's
you
cool.
can't play with that.
No, not baseball. Baseball is one of them games that you can be the better team, and then you might just have a day where you can't hit the ball. It happens. So baseball,
it low-key felt like that was the day where we couldn't hit that. Then we just, you feel me, loaded up the bases one time. And, feel me?
But I'm gonna tell you though,
it's crazy.
That inning where we loaded the bases,
that was crazy.
The Yankees should feel ashamed of themselves. So the inning where we scored 5 runs, that was unintentionally mistakes by the Yankees. They had 5 errors, right? Like, I don't know if you guys actually watched the whole inning, We had a fly out. They dropped the ball. Another fly out. They dropped the ball. A ground out when we already had 2 outs. In the full, the shortstop got the ball, and instead of running to first base to get Mookie Betts out, he just walked to it, and Mookie runs to the plate. So it's like
they got a lot of days ago. They sold.
Yeah, it's like, were y'all too comfortable? Did y'all think the game was over? Y'all was up 5-0.
It was up 5-0. They just thought it was like it was over with.
Yeah,
first it was looking like it, but it was like you're not too far away for us to make something happen. You know?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. And a team like the Dodgers, once you give them a little bit of light, their bats wake up, and that's what happened. Freddie Freeman got a base hit. Teoscar Hernandez got a base hit. And can we talk about Freddie Freeman for a second? That guy right there, he can never do anything wrong for as long as he lives in the city of Los Angeles. Freddie Freeman is a hero. Game 1, I was at the USC football game against Rutgers, and I'm watching the game on my phone. They get to the 10th inning, and literally as the Dodgers are coming up to the plate, my service cuts out. My stream service cuts out.
Damn.
So we're all watching the USC game, but everybody's checking their phones like, what is happening? What is happening? And then one side of the stadium cheering, other side of the stadium cheering. Bro, I'm like, what happened? What's going on? Everybody's starting to cheer. USC had just got a touchdown, but I said, y'all ain't cheering for that. I told my dad, I said, yo, maybe the Dodgers just won. We check our phones, and that shit went from 2 to 6. We was like, whoa, the whole stadium screamed. That was game 1. And when we won that game like that with Freddie Freeman, I just felt like we couldn't lose that series. And then every game after that, Freddie Freeman either got a home run or he got an RBI. And it was just, he's a legend, man. Thank you. Thank you, Freddie Freeman.
Shout out Freddie Freeman.
Absolutely.
It honestly do be feeling good. I don't have no LATs other than the Dodgers, so that feel good. You feel me? Have something to celebrate because I don't got the Lakers.
Anytime an LA team wins, I'm gonna celebrate. So
Except the Clippers. I'm just playing. I'll celebrate.
Yeah, we don't gotta worry about
if
that.
The Clippers won, we don't gotta worry about it. But if they win, I'll celebrate. I ain't gonna lie.
Unfortunately, it will never happen. So
there ain't even no.
Yeah, that ain't even been on my mind. It hasn't crossed my mind. We'll get there when it gets there.
Exactly. Also, before we move on, because once again, those are legends: Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani. Clayton Kershaw did not play, but I'm extremely happy for him because he is the greatest Dodger of our lifetime. And him having his injuries, and everybody's like, he's not a champion, even though he won in 2020. They still try to diminish it. He now has 2. You can't say anything about it. Dave Roberts, the manager, they wanted to fire him. He's a 2-time champion now, 9-time division champion, made it to 5 World Series. You can't fire that.
Yeah.
Sorry. You don't like Dave, you stuck. But guys, before we move on, we did lose a Titan today by the name of Quincy Jones.
Oh my gosh, bro.
The greatest producer of all time.
Shout out Quincy, man. He's the reason Will was the Fresh Prince.
Exactly. Quincy Jones is known for working with.
That's literally why I wore this shirt.
You got
literally why I wore this shirt.
You got Frank. I got something in here that Quincy worked on. I don't even know where it's at. I got something in here though.
Didn't he work on Thriller, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, most definitely. I have the Thriller album in my room somewhere. I can't find it, but anyway, I should have had it. But anyway, Quincy Jones, Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles. Obviously, we know about the work with Michael Jackson, Off the Wall, Thriller, bad. Thriller is the greatest album of all time. And of course, like you said, the Will Smith situation. He convinced Will to audition in his living room in front of executives. If he doesn't convince Will to do that, who knows? We might not get one of the most profitable actors of all time.
The Fresh Prince might have been a white boy.
Hey, speaking of Will, I just rewatched iRobot, and I think
I've been meaning to.
It's more people need to watch that because that's
what's happening right now. It's what's happening right now.
Crazy.
I'm getting trained for it. No, you feel me?
I'm watching the movie like, damn, niggas do not pay attention. We are gonna be fucked.
iRobot and Leave the World Behind are 2 movies that everybody should be watching right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Tesla boss, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's all I thought about when I seen them with iRobot.
Yeah, exactly. I do want to touch on Tesla bots at some point. I don't know if we have time today, but we can get into our rundown. We did hit the Dodgers World Series already. What a moment for the city. Mm-hmm. It made Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us even that much bigger.
Yeah. And I also want to say, this is going to be the worst we've ever been.
Yes.
This wasn't even a good year for us. I just remember Dodger fans complaining and everything about stuff that was going on. We still won the World Series, so
we were still in first place. We had all of our pitchers out. Otani cannot pitch yet because he had surgery. He's pitching next year. Look the fuck out, y'all should have got us. So and we're not fake saying it like they say it about Wemby. We're really saying it. This is as bad as we're going to be. It is only up from here. We're real demons out here in Los Angeles. We're real demons out here. We are real demons out here in Los Angeles. What's that? World Series champion right there. We real demons. Anyway, I had to throw that at my boy. You know, because
bro, future MVP this season.
Yeah, all right.
No, I'm just capping. Not this season.
You said Anthony Marshawn Davis Jr. wrong.
Hey, you got a little something right there, Drew.
Yeah. What Homelanders? Hey, what Homelanders say? Get off your fucking knees.
Hey, no, that was crazy. Oh my god.
Oh man. So we got some hip hop news going on. You know what I'm saying? Young Thug is coming home. Lil Durk is going in.
Got the triple header. Tory probably not ever getting out.
Craziest trade ever.
They said the trade deadline was coming out.
Man.
Hey, I ain't even mad at the trade, you feel me? Not even mad at it.
Hey, man, I'm just saying.
The government said we leaving here with something.
They said somebody's getting indicted.
So who understands what happened in the Young Thug trial that caused him to come home?
It's because I mean, from what I was seeing, I didn't like I wasn't that invested, but from what I was seeing, it was just like it was getting so messy that it was going to be a mistrial.
Right.
I was saying,
I think he didn't want a mistrial because they could retry him again, and at the same time, the state didn't want a mistrial because like they already were fucked up. You feel me? Money, and they, like a lot of the witnesses they had were like on some bullshit, saying like whatever when they got up there. A lot of people were saying like, "Damn, y'all basically forced us to like say this shit," you know?
Yep.
So I feel like it was like they just came to the agreement where like, look, because like if you look at like the terms of his shit, it's kind of crazy if you ask me. Not saying it's crazy, like I would have took it too. Like I wouldn't want to be in jail, but like nigga banned from Atlanta, nigga can't rap about certain shit. He can't associate with certain people. It's like, you feel me? They kind of. It was kind of maybe
not
like
even just
both
that.
sides.
Remember when Meek got arrested for driving his dirt bike, and they called it reckless driving, and they gave him 2 to 4 years because he was on probation. You can't even have a criminal act if you do anything that results in you getting arrested. It's a violation of your parole.
I don't even think he could do like. I think with probation, like you can't even do drugs or drink or anything. Like when he was talking to people, when he was like, "I hope to never see you guys again unless it's at a bar or something." I'm like, bro, I don't even know if you go to a bar. Like,
part of the shit was that if he violates his probation, they could give him 20 years basically.
And then the thing was, what his lawyer was kind of talking about was like, if Thug would have waited like 3 more months in prison, he could have got everything off. Because like what you were saying, it was going to be like a mistrial. I heard they was using other people's lyrics trying to put that on him.
Yeah, they were using a song that Nicki Minaj wrote on some shit.
Like they were basically they were thirsty about trying to get him locked up. Like it was crazy. But you feel me? Me personally, I would have took the deal too. Like,
of course,
because at the end of the day, the probation shit, you feel me? I can't hang out with gang members. I can't be in Atlanta, whatever. Like, it's probably the best thing for him anyway. You stay out of trouble. Like, you feel me? All you got to do is stay out of trouble at the end of the day.
Keep his ass alive.
Stay out of trouble. You feel me? And settle down.
Like, I feel him too taking the plea because, like, he was in jail already for like 2.5 years. You feel me? To where,
like, that shit.
Even if he beats it or whatever, he didn't spend 3 years in jail. And it's like, damn, who the fuck wants to do
home?
that?
Like,
and you get an opportunity. They're like, man, you can go home today.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You could get on a jet. You could go to your mansion in LA today.
Yeah, like
it's like, come on, I'm doing that.
This ain't like, because there's some felons that get convicted of things and they don't have the money and resources that Young Thug have. Young Thug can go wherever the hell he wants to. He can go to Cuba. He can go to LA. He can go to Miami. Wherever he wants to set up and start his life, he can. And I'm pretty sure he already got spots set up wherever he wants it anyway. But in general, it ain't like if somebody like that we know from the hood, oh, you can't go back home.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
If you tell a guy who is from wherever, like the places that we're from,
or even pick up and leave that spot,
or even where Young Thug is from, and like they don't have any money, it could be like, oh, well, you can't be around any convicted felons. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So Young Thug at least he has the resources to be able to stay away from it. He has the resources to stay out of trouble. He don't have to commit any fucking crimes. You shouldn't have been doing it in the goddamn first place. So, hey, bro, chin up. You won.
Nah, facts.
It ain't like he about to go on a job interview and they say, "Oh, you're a felon. You can't get a job." He's good. So
even if he wasn't like didn't have the resources, like for him to beat, and maybe he didn't beat it because he didn't plead innocent, but for him to walk out of that and not be in jail after what they were like accusing him of and what they said they had against him, it's insane.
Bro, there was a point in time where we literally were debating, like we was like, he's not getting out.
Yeah, we're like, he's crazy for life. Like the shit they were saying, that's why I'm like,
what's he gonna get out?
The fact that he was able to get this, like that is a tap on the wrist, bro. And then after 15 years of your life, you feel me? You could go back. You could do whatever.
Yeah,
after that probation.
How old is Young Thug?
It's like,
like 30 something.
He was 30s for sure. Probably like upper 30s, mid 30s.
But yeah, he don't need to go back. Honestly,
let me look him up.
He's solid, bro. He's solid. Literally, like honestly, I think this is the best thing that can happen to him.
Young Thug is 33 years old. You know what that means?
He's gonna be 48 when he gets.
That means in about 2 years he's officially qualified to run for president.
I mean, when you're a felon, they don't care. Felonies. Honestly, we let felons run for president at this point.
He's officially qualified.
Doug for president. Obviously,
Lil Durk. What we thinking about his situation?
He's a dumbass.
So before Young Thug got out, I would have said he would never see the light of day again. But after Young Thug had got out, even though this is the Fed and not the state, to me, I'm like, shit, you never know what a good lawyer could do or like how a trial could go based on like the shit they got against somebody. Like you really never know. So, but I will say it doesn't look very good for him based on what they're saying. You know,
bro. Jew has sent a song of his. What song was it? He has sent a song of his. He said none of this shit is real, and then explained how you got getting the nigga killed and shit.
Like 4 different crimes in the song, and I'm like, if you know Lil Durk, you're like, you know exactly who he's talking about and what he's talking about, and I'm just like, why are niggas so dumb? Like,
you guys know who Lil JoJo is?
Nah, I don't know.
I think I've heard that name. He's from Chicago.
He's a rapper from Chicago. This nigga made a song. I forgot the name of the song. My dad put me onto this song, which is the craziest thing, right? Because it's happened 12 years ago. He made a song where he's basically saying, you know, he's dissing Lil Reese. We gonna get Lil Reese. We gonna get Lil Durk. All them dudes affiliated with that set. We gonna get all of them. This nigga was dead like a month later.
Yeah, them
Chicago
niggas.
I know you're talking about. I know
the Chicago shit runs deep. I'm not fully surprised that Durk is caught up in something, but my thing is that, bro, Durk, you've been on since we were in high school. You've been on for a long time.
Shit,
it's like Young Thug, bro. You've been on for so long, bro. Like, get away from this shit, bro. It's not even like I'm not enjoying having to talk about these men going to prison and all this shit. Like I'm disgusted by it because it's like, bro, you have millions of dollars. You can take care of your family. Wallow even told you, bro.
Man,
there's video of him talking to Durk, and it's another one him talking to Thug, and he's telling them, yo, this is what I went through. Y'all got a break. Y'all don't have to go through none of this. And you over here hiring people to kill? Because even if Durk beats his case, we know the nigga did it.
And it's stupid because of where he did it at. Like, I think that's what makes it worse. Because I feel like if you didn't do it at the Beverly Center, you did somewhere else, like in a hood or somewhere in LA, maybe you could have got.
What happened?
He did it. He got somebody killed at the Beverly Center.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, it's a gas station.
That's what made it work. That's why I think the feds and everything got on it because it was like, oh nah, like what are you doing? Like that's what probably
the people in the area aren't gonna let that go without any end. You know what I mean? Like
they want watch.
They
want their city. They want their city safe. So as soon as that some shit like that happens, they on the fence.
Versus if you do it in the hood, you feel me? Like that happens on a regular. You feel me? Like that. You probably could have got away with it, maybe, or you probably could have got delayed. You probably wouldn't have got caught up so fast about it.
He might have gotten away with it because nobody in the hood gonna snitch until they get roped up.
Yeah, but you feel me? You in Beverly Hills, all these white people and everything. You feel me? I don't know how exactly it went down. I don't know how they found out he was the one that put the hit or whatever. But that is bad for bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Durk got kids, don't he?
Yeah, they got I think a lot.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's right. See, bro, that's how I feel. It's like, dude,
so much
you
for
have
death row for India.
You know,
that shit is crazy though. Because
you think she gonna hold him down like Mariah?
Well, hey, who's winning president? Because the red hat, he wants the death penalty brought back. He wants it.
Man, and that's what he's fighting.
So
that is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like Durk, I'm pretty sure. I think Durk's case is being prosecuted in California, where I don't think there is death penalty right now, so he can avoid that. But if that man with the red gets in house, he can flip all this shit because this Durk case is going to take a year. It's going to take 2 years. It's going to take a long time, like the Thug case, possibly.
Probably going to take like 3 to 5.
Yeah, so.
And that's crazy because his whole term, if he possibly won, and he could put that in, that's crazy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because the one thing I've been noticing, and I think it's super fucked up about like the justice system, it's like I understand these niggas are getting like accused of like some heinous crimes, but like for them to be sitting in jail with like no bail for the entire time they're like fighting it, to me it's crazy. Because
I wouldn't say that's crazy.
It depends on
only because certain people like they consider
a lot of people
them
don't get bail though. I mean, a lot of people get bail though,
but
like,
some of them they consider like a danger to the community. Like, you feel me?
I feel that, but it's sometimes though they'll give them conditions where like I'll be on house arrest, you can have guards watching me. I just think like when it comes to other people, when they're accused of the same crime, they're not sitting in jail
if
for 3 years.
If it's murder involved, I don't know anybody who gets off on bail.
Man, I'm telling you, people be getting bail
on murder though, because I think that's crazy. You shouldn't let nobody.
It depends on the actual charge, because if it's like manslaughter or something like that, you might get bail.
Manslaughter, yeah, but like.
But if it's murder, like
house arrest.
Like for instance, Gunna didn't get bail. And I don't even know what the fuck
that was crazy. I think that was crazy.
Example,
I agree. Gunna was crazy.
Or even like
exactly I know Gunna's charge is conspiracy.
Yeah, like RICO conspiracy or whatever.
Yeah,
I agree.
And like, but it's like my thing is like, even if you beat the case, you didn't sat in jail for. Because I feel like it's something they abuse in terms of like making it a longer process.
Yeah, I feel like you should be able to sue for that. Yeah.
You're sitting in jail for 5 years. You basically did 5 years in jail
for nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think you should be able to sue, and that's crazy because they don't even count that on your term. Like, let's say if you did get indicted, do they count that?
Sometimes they count it as time served.
They count it on Thug. I think they gave Tory time served because he was in jail and on house arrest back and forth, stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, it depends on your case, and it depends on your lawyers too. If your lawyer don't fight for you to get time served, then you make them get time served. Your lawyer has to fight for that. That's his job.
Scary, bro. Like I can imagine.
People be in prison for years and years and years without even committing a crime, and none of them are as like Durk and Thug. Even though like it's tough on them too, but they protected. You know, if ain't nobody gonna touch Young Thug in prison. Now, if somebody does try, then it's gonna be people waiting to do something to them. But the average person ain't really like, protected like that. So if you ain't even in there for no reason, and then you sitting there 3 to 5 years and you didn't commit the crime, like you said, that's traumatizing. First of all, it's traumatizing. You lose years off your life. You come home to a whole different world. You don't know what the hell life is going to be.
Mental, like it's just you sitting in jail for nothing.
Yeah.
I think it's like exceptions. Like not exception. I think it depends what you're in there for, personally.
It absolutely depends. Like if you're Jeffrey Dahmer, stay your ass in there. It depends on the crime.
Right. But okay, I agree with that. But let's say I feel like if you're in there and they're not going to give you bail, they have to make the trial a little more speedier. Because I
feel like they be lagging.
They lag on
purpose.
They do lag. You know what I mean? Because I always think of a person like YNW Melly, to where like he's been fighting his case for like.
And he's still on trial.
Yeah, it was a mistrial. They retried him, but he's been in jail the whole time. It's like
I think if it's a mistrial, I think you should be able to get out. That's crazy.
But even if they're not gonna let him out, but even if he beats this case, you did like 10 years already. Like you basically served your time. They won. They're like, oh yeah, you beat it. Okay, good job.
The entire prime of his career is gone.
That's fucked up.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie. The justice system is fucked. Like
it is. Yeah. So I think it just depends on the crime, depends on the evidence that you have for the crime. It depends on all
That's
that
true.
stuff. Because like some people it's obvious. Like I'm not trying to like say it like that.
No, I know
But
what you
some
mean.
people is like, oh, we know this motherfucker did it. Like,
Yeah.
he ain't coming home, no matter what. As a matter of
Uh,
fact, put him under the jail. There's some people like that who shouldn't get out, but then there's some people who's like, well, we don't know if he did it. Like house arrest is decent, I think, because at the end of the day, I don't wish prison or jail on anybody, and a lot of people do get set up. I saw when I went to go see Just Mercy a few years ago.
Oh
It was
man,
it was a stat that said I think it said 3 out of 10 people or 4 out of 10 people on death row is
are
innocent.
innocent. Yep.
What? No. It
Crazy.
shouldn't even be 1 out of 10.
We just
It should be
had
maybe
somebody
1 out of 50,
just get.
maybe.
Remember, what was his name that just died? That guy,
Oh, we just yeah. Oh my God, what is his name? Marcellus Williams.
bro. We just had
Marcellus
Marcellus
Williams.
Williams.
Yeah,
That
man. Like,
was,
and then you have like
and I
you know,
think, and they
go
did.
ahead.
They killed him to make a point. Like that was the thing. Like
Yeah, bro. They had evidence. The victim's family was saying
I just
spare his
think
life, whatever.
that's why I don't like death row because I think if you don't have clear, I don't even believe in death row.
Me
But
neither.
like if you don't have
Except
clear
for the
cut,
label.
yeah,
Only the label.
the only label. If you don't have clear cut evidence, like you should not be able to take somebody's fucking life, bro. I don't care. That's evil, bro. That's evil.
I don't want anybody on death row.
Exactly. Like how is it our place in the world to judge somebody and say you
Because
deserve to die? Like it's not. You
True.
feel me?
I also let's be honest. Even for the most brutal, egregious murderers,
Yeah, I'm not. You feel
killing
me?
them is a favor.
Yeah, literally, you're
That's also true too.
You
like,
watch the Dahmer series, and he didn't care if he lived or died. When he went to prison, he said, "Yeah, kill me. I deserve it." No, fuck that. We're gonna
bro,
make you
you're gonna
suffer.
suffer.
I'm gonna
You're
let
gonna
these people
answer
beat
to your
your ass every
crimes.
day.
You're gonna
You
answer
know
to
what
your
I'm saying?
crimes type shit.
Yeah. So like even with that, like I just don't believe in the death penalty. Um, that's other reasons people gotta vote and watch who they put in office and everything like that.
Yeah.
Let me see what else we got in hip hop. Megan Thee
Man,
Stallion,
this
and Tory
time,
Lanez.
yeah, I didn't watch her whole little docu
I
series.
started watching it, but I only got like 10, 15 minutes in.
I just
But
seen
I
the
seen a lot of
clips.
clips,
Yeah, I seen the
and
clips.
Yeah, I saw the important parts that people want us to see.
Yeah,
I will say I do feel her in the aspect of like we don't really question, like she's like the most questioned person about
she
like,
is
did you
scrutinized.
really get shot? Nah, you didn't get shot. And it's kind of
Mhm.
like, if she did get shot, it's like this is very traumatizing in the sense of like, why are y'all questioning me? You feel me? Like, and then it's also like shit. It went through a whole court process. They talking about Rock Nation swayed the courts, and it's just like, damn, like they're. I feel like it must be really tough on her mental to like go through that. But you know,
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a problem with people that's asking if
mm,
she really got shot because they wouldn't have a whole trial based on a crime that didn't happen.
yeah.
yeah,
I truly believe, like, I don't think it's a question if she got shot. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure she got.
people are still asking.
I
People are
think the
still asking
question
whether
is
she got
like
shot.
who did it, and I'm not trying to say Tory is innocent or anything because I don't fucking know. I will say during the trial it was a lot of like, okay, you're saying this, but then this is the case. You feel me? I feel like it was a lot of like, I don't know, and Tory not taking the stand or doing any of that. He fucked himself
Well,
in that
you're
too.
not supposed to put the defendant on the stand. You're not supposed to do that because in cross examination
Mhm.
they will tear his ass up.
I
They
don't
just
think
will.
he did himself
but
any
I mean,
favors at all.
yeah,
But
I don't think.
mm,
Yeah, it was a lot of things, especially in the documentary, that made me look at it
yeah.
like, even if he is innocent,
Mm.
he really didn't do
He
himself
didn't.
any
He
favors.
fucked
Well,
Like,
we saw
himself.
that in real time, but
Hmm.
it was a
yeah,
lot of stuff
I
that he
was
did
saying like the
outside of
way
it.
bro is moving, it's just like bro, there's no way a person that did this is doing all this. But
It's
that nigga is crazy, bro.
the
yeah,
arrogance he
like
moved
the
with.
Like
the whole having the leg in the
the
video was
horse
like,
leg shit. Like
damn.
when
Yeah,
I saw, I
I
didn't
didn't
even
even
know
know about
that.
that. Yeah,
I
I
didn't
didn't know
even
that
Yeah,
till
know
just
about. I'm
now.
like, this nigga's crazy.
but even him
Um,
going on stage at Rolling Loud, I remember when that happened. I'm like,
yep.
why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Why are you following this woman around
That
why are
was
asking
you
her
crazy
like
this
with
and
the
that?
baby. Yeah.
you testing the police? You
Mm-hmm.
trying to antagonize them? Like, oh, I know y'all just told me a
Mm-hmm.
restraining order, but I'm over here doing.
I
It's
think that
like,
nigga
bro,
thought he could run that fucking Canada. I think that's what it was.
He just thought he was untouchable. He
Mm-hmm.
thought
yeah,
nobody
he
could
didn't
mess
he didn't
with
take
him.
it serious.
And I will say, Meg, you got LeBron fucked up. He was just
Yeah,
listening
that
to
was the
some
only
music.
part
That
I
was
didn't like
fucked
about
up.
that. I was
He
like,
wasn't
I'ma
defending
tell-
them. He just listened to music, bro.
I'm gonna tell y'all though, man. If the dude is in the middle of the, let's say during the R. Kelly trial,
Yeah.
if we all following the R. Kelly trial, and somebody posts a video of them dancing and singing to R. Kelly, what the fuck does that look
I'm
like?
not
The
mad at her
nigga got
for
some
taking.
classics.
I'm not mad at her for taking offense, but I feel
Timing.
like adding him to the
I
segment
think it
where
was
like
Clout Chaser.
some people are actually saying like, "Oh no, I don't believe Meg. Like Meg is lying. Meg is
And
this,"
you
and
added
then just
like
adding the
that was
video of him
his
jamming out to
stance
it, kind
to
of
it.
like.
Like it made it like that
I
was
guess I
LeBron's
get it,
stance.
but it was just like okay.
Now, I don't think LeBron was defending Tory at all because he has a daughter, he has a mom.
I was
he has
just
a
gonna
wife,
say,
right?
yeah, he has a lot of women in his life.
But LeBron, Raymond, you have to be smarter.
Bron is just
That's
funny,
also true.
bro. Bron
I would
is
give
just
you
funny
that.
though. Like I don't know, man. That was bad.
It was just like, yeah.
It was like, did you
No.
have to throw Bron in there though? Like I don't know.
Did she put Drake in the documentary?
Did she?
Did she? Because Drake said her name.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I don't
would
remember.
assume Drake was in it. There's no way
Drake
because they had some
legit
beef.
said she lied about
I
getting
remember.
shot.
If Drake wasn't in it, then that's really crazy.
That bitch lied about getting shot, but she's still a stallion. Whoa, that's more people should have been mad about that. I'm just gonna call it what
Drake's
it is.
white.
They should have. I mean, they should have.
No, hey, I'm not even gonna say that. IT, like, yeah, Drake has his half white side, but the white boy from Detroit got in a little bit of trouble earlier for asking her for a feature.
Yeah.
So I'm just.
Yeah,
right. Man.
I'll just say, yeah. Sharp thought to Meg Thee Stallion, I guess. I do feel bad for what she had to go through.
So, but y'all know what the biggest takeaway from that documentary was? She said that she lied to Go King.
That was crazy to me.
Now, some people believe that,
but she been said that.
If you followed the trial, you know that she already.
Yeah, she admitted on trial, like all the people that she
said it on trial.
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes it better then. But like my thing was when she when she was talking about how she don't remember how many times because she was drunk.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to do that, but like, for me, you remember, or if you don't, what about that? Like, how drunk were you?
It's not even that. It's just that I feel like we saw video evidence of them like hanging out a lot of times, being like super flirty, being on live.
Up for quarantine radio? No, she was already there.
That's what I'm saying. Like she, I don't like how she said that part about it, where it made it seem like it was like,
she made it like that was like an innocent lie or something.
Yeah,
like it was an accident.
No, not that, but it like she made it seem like the times that she was fucking with him was like random accidents. They was at a party or something, and
they were messing with each other.
Like,
it was a real thing.
They were at the Rock Nation lunch together. Budo taking pictures. They was on quarantine radio together.
You know, some people gonna downplay a relationship once they out of, or not a relationship, but like anything from a situation, whatever. They're gonna downplay it.
Now, where she mentioned that she was drunk or whatever, all that stuff. Now, the only thing I take with that is that the night of the shooting,
how drunk
I believe that's why the stories on all sides are murky, because all of them were drunk out of their fucking minds.
Exactly.
They were leaving the party.
Exactly.
I think it was Kylie Jenner's party or some shit like that.
Yeah.
They had a driver for a reason. They were drunk out of their minds, so the stories was wild. Now, do I think Megan even saw who shot her? I don't know, but I don't think that her saying, "Oh yeah, we did smash," I don't think that changes the actual case, because that was
it doesn't affect.
He wasn't charged for rape.
Yeah,
he was charged for shooting.
I think that just like.
We all knew, like, why people make it seem like just because she admitted it now, it's like, we just found out. Oh my god!
Everybody knew
like,
already. Yeah, you're right.
It's like, come on, like, why are we acting naive?
Yeah.
Am I the only one that thinks that gives motive
for Tory?
For anybody, I'm just saying.
What you mean?
A domestic dispute starting in the bedroom.
Yeah.
That does not help Tory Lanez.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
It does not help him.
Yeah.
But you could also flip it. You could flip it the other way too, though. Domestic.
If a woman accuse you of hitting her or doing anything to her, like, why would I do that? But then they turn it around and be like, "Oh, but you guys were having sex with each other."
But you could flip it too, like a domestic dispute. She framed him, type shit, just because of the dispute. You could flip it. You could flip it.
I don't think anyone got framed, because she definitely got shot.
I'm not saying she got framed, but I'm saying like she could put that on him. I'm saying. In a hypothetical, you feel me? Not saying that's what happened. Just saying.
But knowing the case that they were in the car, it was her, Kelsey, and Tory.
Yeah.
One of them had a gun registered to their name. One person got shot, and the other person pretends she has no idea what happened, but she did ask for immunity.
Yeah.
Why did Kelsey ask for immunity? Did Kelsey actually shoot Megan? Now, my question is, if she did shoot Megan, why the fuck is Tory not saying anything? Why is he just going to jail for this girl?
Because maybe he was drunk out of his mind. I don't think nobody know what the fuck happened, bro.
But even if he was drunk out of his mind, me personally, I'm going.
You don't remember if you shot somebody?
And I didn't shoot this person.
No.
And this is what I remember happened. This is what happened. You know, like if that's my last chance of freedom, I'm gonna take that chance. You feel me?
I'm not taking the rap.
I don't think he went on. I don't think he went up there because he thought he was good. I think he thought he was good. That's personally why I think he didn't go up there.
But I think he didn't go up there because his lawyers told him not to. It's like his lawyers told him to stop doing interviews. His lawyers told him to stop getting on social media.
They should have told that nigga shut up from the get-go.
They did. That's the problem.
That nigga's dumb,
That's
bro.
The problem.
That's why I can't feel too much sympathy for him.
The other reason too, I think he did it because y'all remember the jail call.
Yes.
That's why I was like, okay. That's when I was like, I think he did that shit.
Yeah.
Also, but here's another thing that they're not pointing out. They're saying, "Oh, Megan confessed that they had sex," but also in that same documentary, the story got resurfaced about how Megan, like I think that's what you're talking about, when Tory called Megan and apologized.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about that part of the documentary.
Yeah.
So I don't know who shot who. I was not there. It's not even enough evidence for me to clearly say who it was. But what I'm saying is, people are like, "Oh no, she's setting him up." She has nothing to gain from setting that man up.
I agree.
Nothing at all. And she is angry at Kelsey. She is pissed at Kelsey by the way she speaks on that girl. So my thing is, I wouldn't be throwing somebody else in jail for you if you did it, because me and you ain't even seeing eye to eye no more. Mm-hmm. But, you know, the whole thing makes sense. They're fighting. Kelsey and Megan fighting because they both were smashing Tory at the same time. I guess they either found out at the same time or what, and that got messy and it turned into a whole thing. They were fighting in that car. There's no way around it. And maybe his ass was probably trying to pow just to get their attention and accidentally shot the motherfucker. I don't know what happened. But either way, I don't think there was enough in that documentary to sway us from saying he might have done it. Like, everybody's like, oh, she lied about that. What else would she lie about?
I don't think it's on the same level.
Breaking news, man. Every woman lies about who they had sex with.
Women lie.
Every last one of them.
About bodies.
Every last one of them.
Yeah.
Especially, Gail, why do you care? I mean, I guess you're trying to get the details. You're trying to figure out what might have caused this moment, and I completely understand that. But I also understand I prefer Megan to just say, you know what, I don't want to talk about that, opposed to saying no when you know she did.
Saying no, yeah. I think it should just been like a no comment thing, like you said.
We talked about it. I thought when she did that interview, I thought she was fucked. I thought it was
you go to jail. You go to jail. You go to jail. That's what she said.
We all knew she was lying about the relationship. Yeah. We all knew. That's why it's like it ain't that big of a deal, because we all knew that she was lying about the relationship. But they're trying to make it a bigger deal than it really is. Now, is Tory coming home? Who knows? Maybe. I
don't think he's gonna do the whole 10 years that he has.
I doubt it.
I don't think he should have to. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to say that, but like 10 years for. Because I've seen people murder and not get 10 years. Like, I don't know.
Hey, man.
But he should, like, if he gets off, he should have to leave
the
U.S. He should have to go back to Canada.
He's for sure about to get deported.
Yeah, he should get deported for sure.
Yeah, I
back
feel
to
that.
Canada.
Yeah, like, you can't come back, nigga. Not even for those shows or nothing.
He can go hang out with his boy.
Take Aubrey with you.
Yeah.
But before DeMar knock your punk ass out.
Nah, that shit's crazy, bro. That shit's crazy.
Oh, man. Let me see. Where we at now? We have... Y'all want to get into the NBA or y'all want to get into the election?
Get into the election.
You want to get into the election. Woo! Okay, first and foremost, tomorrow is election day. Hopefully everybody vote. I am not here to tell you guys who to vote for. I'm just saying vote responsibly.
I'm actually
just vote
voting
for somebody
today.
Or something,
I'm actually voting today.
Vote for what you guys believe in. So I came into the election process thinking it was going to be a landslide. Honestly, just based on the public opinion I was seeing about the candidates, it just looked like everybody on the algorithm is pro-Trump, right? If you guys read the comments, it looks like it. Well, I checked the polls as I was preparing for this episode.
He has bots.
Maybe he
does. You know, Elon is his best friend.
Yeah, that's very possible.
It's very genius to do that, though.
I checked the polls while preparing for this episode, and I saw that the national polls have Kamala Harris leading 49-48.
I'm not gonna lie, that's
with like another
very shocking.
2% undecided, which is extremely shocking to me. Obviously, polls can be wrong. Hillary Clinton led the polls and she got her ass whooped.
Yeah.
But it is good to see that her supporters are fighting as of now. Yeah. Do you guys have any thoughts about about each candidate, or do you want me to just break into some of their policies?
I mean, I seen some of their policies and stuff, and I just personally think, people got to think about a lot of shit that matters when they vote, because it's a lot of shit that it's like it sound good. These people are good speakers, you feel me? But like you got to look into the details and shit.
Yeah, like there are certain things that they're saying, like how they're gonna give this much money or whatever, like and I don't think people quite understand. Like, for example, this is not for me to sway anybody from voting for Kamala or Trump or whatever, you feel me? But like, one of the candidates is speaking on giving, I think $25,000 down payment for housing and all that, and I don't think people are realizing like doing that will make the market go up as well. I don't know. I think the candidates, I want them to be a little more like clear, because I feel like they're saying things that sound nice, but not also thinking of like the consequences of this. Like of what can happen if you
all
do
politicians
that.
Though. Like that's like politicians. Mm-hmm. That's just what they do. Like they're gonna say shit that sound good, but it's like you kind of gotta. Another thing I want to say: look at who's aligning with who and who benefits from who's gonna win. Like I feel like that says a lot. Like Elon and Trump being best friends says a lot to me. You know what I mean? Like, why does this billionaire want this guy to win so badly? What does he gain from this? You know what I mean? And it's like
I can definitely say
we're not in the same. Like as a middle class people,
how does that? Yeah, how does that benefit me? Like
exactly.
I feel like one candidate has the middle class; they're looking out for the middle class. One candidate's looking out for the rich.
Well, I feel the same way. I can tell you guys why Elon is in Trump's pocket, because Kamala Harris is trying to increase corporate tax to 35%,
exactly.
which will allow more money to be taken from the government to be put down to the small folk. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is saying he wants to make corporate tax lower to 15%. I believe now it's about.
Ever been,
what was the number now? I think it's about 25 right now, and he's trying to move it to 15. And he's saying, well, if we cut their tax and give them more money, they'll trickle it down themselves. No, they won't.
Yeah.
Elon is not giving us $1.
That's the thing. That's the thing that I was like.
You know what they're doing with their tax cuts? Buying a new yacht, buying a new jet,
building bunkers,
hoarding the money, buying assets and shit. To where it's like, realistically speaking, if you give the money to the middle and lower class, the money, they're going to spend it on stuff where it trickles up. You know what I mean? And everyone benefits from it. But
as far as the economy goes, right? Harris says she wants to create an opportunity economy to grow the middle class by creating more jobs, which with Biden and Harris and their admin in the last 4 years, the job total has grown. It's grown more than under the Trump administration. Now, Trump did have a pandemic that killed jobs, but
they said Trump handled the pandemic terribly.
No, he did. He absolutely did. In real time, we saw that he handled it terribly. One, we knew about the pandemic technically in like January.
Yeah, and
he didn't jump on it until March.
And because I don't know if y'all remember, but when it first started popping up, the pandemic, they were just saying like wash your hands for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
like that's all you got to do. You good, just make sure you wash your hands.
Donald Trump he still calls COVID-19 the China virus.
Yeah. He was making jokes about it. That was the thing.
Yeah, he was making.
Bro, people died. Millions of people died behind this virus.
I know people that died from that. Like, it's
crazy. Exactly. We all do. So it's like, and then Trump claims that he claims that there's too much inflation, which is 100% true. The inflation is too high. He's planning on stopping inflation. Not saying how, but he's saying he's cutting off inflation.
I think that's my biggest issue with these candidates. They're not giving the how, and I think that's every time, like Drew was saying, I feel like all candidates do that, but like, that's what I want from a candidate. I want you to explain to me your plan. I want you to give me a step-by-step, not step-by, you don't gotta do step-by-step, but like, I would love step-by-step,
tell us something.
Be clear about it. Like, don't just say something that's gonna sound sweet, and I feel like that's one thing, like, of course, me doing my own research, that's perfect. But like, it would be better for the candidates to actually explain to me.
Also, exactly. That makes a whole lot of sense. Exactly. We all want that. So, like, you're not asking for a lot. You're not asking for
I'm
much at
asking for
all.
the bare minimum.
You don't tell me what you're going to do.
Come on now.
If we go to a job interview, they're going to ask us, well, how would you handle this scenario? How would you handle this situation?
Well, I have concepts of a plan.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's actually funny when he said that. I'm like, wow. Even that, like the stuff he be saying to me just sounds so like.
I feel like he'd be like so unprepared, like like.
So who do
and
you
then
guys
on the other side, people will say like, oh, Kamala's like too prepared, or like she sounds like she's.
She do sound like she's reading from a teleprompter. I will say that.
Yeah, but
she does. But I prefer that than like someone going in there and just like the Haitians are eating your pets.
And then they asked him about it again, and he was like, "Well, I don't know if they're doing that. I read it or something."
They pressed him, and he said, "I heard someone say it." He said, "Hey."
It's like sometimes Trump comes off as like, okay, I feel like you know what you're talking about. Then it's like, nah, this nigga's a dumbass. Like, I don't know.
You're running for president, and you going off of hearsay.
Yeah, like, I don't
know.
And then the shade room said.
And then what you're saying is affecting the whole community where now everyone's like, Haitians eat pets.
I just think that's like reckless
Haitian.
of somebody that's running for president to say, like.
But this makes sense as far as Trump goes, because listen to this. He says Haitians they eat pets, right? Now imagine a group of like 3 white people who are like pet lovers. They see a Haitian out in the street and they kick his ass. That's a hate crime. Those are things that are incited by Donald Trump. That, oh man, my light turned. Hold on. There we go. That's something that Donald Trump incites as far as like even that January 6th riot. He said the things that he knew he needed to say to get people to react. That's what he does. He eggs people on. Like when they asked him about the white supremacists back in 2020, there's good people on both sides. What the fuck do you mean there are good people on both sides? Y'all killed the Black Panthers. Y'all threw all of the Black Panthers in prison. But the supremacists and the KKK members, they've never been charged anything. They get to walk down the street with their tiki torches, burn shit up, and nobody cares. Let Dylan, what was his name? Dylan Roof, who had the AK on his back, walk past the police, and they didn't do anything. And then they find out, oh, we killed people with that gun? Oh, you know what? Let's take them to jail. Oh, first, let's take them to McDonald's. That's what Trump's administration looks like.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Agree.
Now, people be like, well, the inflation is worse. Well, who do you guys think is responsible for the inflation?
That's another thing. Like, I don't think people realize when you come into becoming a president, you inherit what the last president gave you. You feel me?
Thanks.
And it takes time to
and that's why
what you want to put your regime and all that. Yeah, like
that's why most presidents serve 2 terms, because basically the first term is fixing what the last president did. Your second term is you trying to do what you want to do.
Exactly. So,
and Donald Trump inherited Obama's, and he, from what I've read and like what I've experienced, he fucked it up, and then that's when Biden inherits Donald Trump's fucked up economy that's set up for failure, and they're trying to fix it in certain ways. And were they perfect? No, I ain't gonna sit here and act like these are the most perfect people in the world. But I'm like, I feel like you have eyes, you can see the differences, and you can see who these people are looking out for more than others. Like I said, they're not perfect, but it's like Trump is so clear about looking out for rich people and big corporations and billionaires and giving them the breaks, because once he's done being president, those are the people he's gonna go be in business with, and those are the people who it's like, I just did all these crazy taxes.
It does come off as selfish, bro.
Exactly.
It is. It's very selfish. He's setting up the country for himself.
Yeah.
Like what's going to benefit him the most in the long run.
Because you mentioned Obama, and that's a really good point. When Obama became president, what type of America did he inherit?
The worst.
We were in a recession.
Like literally, bro.
It was the worst economy in modern history. We were still dealing with ramifications of 9/11. The Iraq War was at its height.
Yeah.
So first thing he had to do was clean up that damn recession.
In the second term,
gas prices was gas was $5 a gallon in 2008.
That was insane.
That's when people was making $8 an hour. Think about that. So
that was a crazy time, bro.
Obama, thank God we were children.
Didn't even have to stress about it.
Obama cleaned that up. Obama got his jobs. Obama also gave us the most public health care. Exactly. So he did a lot of things within that 4 years and the people are like, well, he gave gay people rights to get married. Who gives a fuck? I don't
Yeah.
care about that. What is the economy like? What is the world like? What are we doing? He took out Osama bin Laden. How about that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And my thing is my thing as far as with these candidates, you feel me? I feel like everybody should look at what's the best interest for themselves. You feel me? Like I'm not even saying the rich people should be looking at what can you feel me? Because I'm not expecting them to be selfless and look out for the middle class. You feel me? You should be looking out for yourself and everything. But
You mean the candidates or voters?
the voters should be looking out for
cool.
what the candidates. Not I'm not saying the candidates need to be looking out for the people.
Right.
But the voters, I feel like we as people we gotta look out for ourselves. We gotta look out who has our best interests in mind. So I think everybody should vote as far as that.
Republicans believe that the best way to grow the country is to fund the rich from the top.
But I just think the rich are selfish. They're not going to.
If you make the top healthier, you make them stronger, you make them, they can put more money into their businesses, then the businesses will grow, and that's how jobs will open. But the Democrats believe if we feed more into the middle class, it'll help people grow because there's more middle class than there are rich people, which I understand both perspectives. Yeah. But there's other things that Trump does that kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like for instance, he wants to untax Social Security payouts, right? Which sounds like a good thing. Like, oh, the Social Security money you get after 60 or 70 years old, after you retire or whatever, is untaxed, so it's your money. But you know what that'll do? It'll make the fund smaller.
Yeah.
It'll be like, oh, y'all not taxing this? Okay, we just gonna take the money out first, and then we're gonna give you the tax version of these dollars, and then say it's not taxed. That's like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
That's trying to trick people. That's like, hey, I got you. I got you the whole time.
And that's that's my issue. Like, it's just like they don't explain like what is the, you feel me? Like, explain to me what that could do.
Every decision that you make, there's like something on the other end of it that's going to happen, right? There's a reaction to it. If I tax you more, this happens. If I tax you less, this happens. If I give you stimulus checks and I give you unlimited unemployment, in 4 years our economy is going to be shit. There's Trump also wants to get rid of the public health care that we spoke about, the Obamacare. Now, I'm pretty sure all of us, we don't come from rich families. I'm pretty sure we all know some people who benefit from the public health care.
Yep.
If not for that, they would not be protected, which means unless you are damn near dying, you cannot go to the hospital. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. So I feel like if I'm looking at the things that Trump is trying to mess with, whether if it's the Social Security, because there are reports that he wants to get rid of Social Security altogether.
Yeah.
All of the things that he's trying to touch on and mess with, it seems like it's directly impacting those who don't have much. And not trying to stereotype or anything, but the majority of those who don't have much is our people, the Hispanic people. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones who are already starting from a disadvantage from birth. So I'm not saying, Kamala's going to be perfect on that end, but at least it looks like her idea is to attack those issues and help the middle class more than President Trump is.
Yeah. I think with the one thing to play like devil's advocate with her is I've seen that because I've read into it a little bit as far as like her raising taxes for the rich and everything or whatever, like based on your income and all that. Yeah. It could have a negative effect on the middle class and the poor or whatever, because you feel me, taxes are based on like your state or whatever. Who's to say if you raise the taxes, these rich people won't move away, and somebody has to pay that tax. You feel me? And I feel like I heard that could fall on the middle class and the poor to compensate for that not being paid. So that's another thing to play devil's advocate. Who's to say that?
But if she's raising the federal tax, then no matter where they move, the taxes they should go be the same federally.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing I was saying. But yeah, you feel me?
Yeah. So I hear what you're saying, 100%.
Yeah.
Like he said, I believe taxes. There
If
are
it's
state
federal,
taxes
yeah.
as well. Now you
Mm-hmm.
can increase state tax, you can decrease state
Yeah,
taxes.
if it's federal, then that's even,
Yeah,
that does make sense.
the big numbers they're speaking on are
Mm-hmm.
federal due to businesses
Yeah.
and things of that nature. Now
Mm-hmm.
numbers fluctuate just based on what states are. Like that's like sales tax and things like that. They're not really speaking on sales tax. It's more like what the income tax is, what
Mm-hmm.
the with property taxes and things
Yeah.
of that nature. That's what they're really big about. Where are you guys at with the let me see. Should I? Where are you guys at with the abortion laws? Like, what do you think abortion laws should be?
I think women should have the right to do whatever
Yes.
they want with their bodies. You
Personally,
feel me?
because, and I
If a
was
girl wants to
thinking,
go get an abortion, let her go get that abortion.
I don't think it should be in the hands of, because Trump's talking about he wants to put it in the hands of the states. I don't agree with
Yeah.
that because you feel me. Like I seen someone having an interview. I forgot who was a celebrity. He was talking about how his wife was having health
John
issues.
Legend.
She could have died. John Legend. His wife could have died giving
Mm-hmm.
birth. And you feel me? If that was forced upon her to to have that baby, or it was too late to even abort it or whatever, and she dies from that, that's on them. And that's like, I don't think anybody should be able
And
to tell a woman what
That's
to do
the
with her body.
thing. Yeah,
I
man.
also don't think we should be bringing kids into this world if people don't want them. Like, yeah, I get that they did what they did and got pregnant, but like, if someone is telling you they don't want this kid, and it's clear they're not fit to raise a kid, we're just bringing a kid into this world, giving them more trauma and creating more. It's like, what are we doing here? This kid, we're not even setting him up for a good life, but we're gonna force him to be here.
That
It's
kid
like,
might
damn.
fuck around and you feel me, become like end up dying anyway. Whatever, you never
Yeah,
know
it's
what
like
can
we're just
happen.
causing a lot of trauma
Yeah,
So
just for the sake of saying like, oh, don't get rid of this baby,
yeah,
It's like,
absolutely, absolutely. It mentioned that Trump does want he does want abortion laws to be regulated by state. Harris wants abortion laws to be regulated nationally, as far as the White House and the Senate and everything
and I
like
think
that.
that's the best.
She wants it to be nationally legal.
Yeah,
She also threw in a little hat yesterday that I saw. Apparently, she wants to nationally legalize marijuana, which is her attempt at winning some black voters that
yeah,
have
for
turned
sure.
on her because they said she lock up black people for weed,
Yeah,
which is not all the way true because I saw the numbers the number of convictions for marijuana under her watch as I think attorney general was 45 people.
yeah. I think there's a lot of misconceptions with that.
They told us that she locked up about thousands of black people and it was 45 total people. Where it's like, okay, you'll live. So as of right now, I think we all agree on abortion. We want it to be national and we want it to be legal. Now, yeah, I get it. Where it's like, oh well, you made that baby, so you gotta. But there's a lot of situations where you need to have abortion. Sometimes women are not to be too graphic. Some women are, what it, and they get pregnant by their abusers.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That happens. Or like John Legend said, my wife was miscarrying, and the only way we can save her is if we do an emergency abortion. Like
And
Trump is like, oh, they're trying to kill the babies after the babies are
you
born.
know what's funny though? That's kind of like hypocritical. He wants to
What's that?
bring back the death penalty, but once you feel me,
Ooh,
but doesn't want babies to get killed. I think that's kind of
very
hypocritical. You want
hypocritical.
to take life, but you don't want life to get taken. Like it's just like pick one, bro. If he was on both sides, like if he was pro life, hey, I understand it, but I don't know. It's just
exactly. See, I
but.
understand what his reason behind abortion
But as
bans
far
are.
as what
I
he's
don't
saying,
agree
leave
with
it to the
it, but
states. I can say that maybe he doesn't have a stance on it, but it does also,
But honestly, though, that's him trying to clean it up because there were times where he wanted national abortion bans. Now, here's the other thing. Why do you think the judges he appointed were all Republicans who want abortions banned? Because he's trying to sprinkle them in each state. That's why he wanted to be state dictated because he wants to put his people in place to go state by state and mess it
yeah,
up. Like, I'm seeing through a lot of it.
yeah.
Let me think. What else do I have? I think I have one more. Oh, immigration. What are your stance on immigration? Because they obviously disagree on that.
I, I'm mixed with this because in a way, I do kind of agree with Trump certain in a certain way because sometimes, like I've seen that Kamala is like I feel like they're aiding immigrants more than us. You know, I forgot exactly what the thing was, and it's not that I side with Trump, but it's like I also do feel like they take care of people that's not from our country more than they take care of us. Like, I think it was what was the housing thing or something like that. It was like there was
there was a bill that was offered up in California that was going to give them, I think, I forgot the exact number, but it was going to give them loans to set up. But Newsom did not sign it.
Okay, yeah, I heard that. I seen I think he was on a podcast and he was talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, like that, you know,
I think Trump is weaponizing the idea of, like, he's playing off the ideology of racism when he's talking about these immigration bans and stuff, because he's blaming a lot of stuff on immigrants that I feel like we could say about people who aren't immigrants, you know what I mean? But we're not going at them and saying, like, get rid of these people because they're these people. You know what I mean? It's kind of like,
he calls it the death penalty.
I'm not gonna say some illegal immigrants are criminals, but it's like for you to say all of them are criminals because some of them commit crimes. It's like some illegal immigrants, some illegal citizens commit crimes, and we don't say citizen. You know, it's just to the sense where I'm like,
you're a criminal.
Yeah, it's like I don't like how he's painting the picture, and also feel like people don't realize like immigrants are very crucial to our economy. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these billionaires and big corporations and stuff, they employ illegal immigrants because they're cheap. Mm-hmm. And so if they're saying they want to deport them and do all this, it's going to affect them too.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a balance that we can have.
Because they are taking some of our, you could look at it like, I don't want to say they, like, it's like they're not people, but like they are taking some of our jobs. You can also look at it like that. Like, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
But you could look at it like some of the jobs, like, what are the jobs they're taking? What if there's some jobs that people just don't want? And that's why people are up there doing it. Because I ain't gonna lie, I see immigrants doing stuff that is
you would never
anybody else could do, but like they're not out there doing it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to sound stereotypical, but like it ain't other races out there at Home Depot with their like that are down to do whatever job you need them to do for a certain price. You know what I mean?
How y'all think my stuff got to Moreno Valley?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's certain things that they do that it's like, look.
Yeah,
are they taking a job or are they doing something that someone else isn't necessarily doing? You know?
Yeah.
And if they're taking our jobs, is that them taking our jobs or the big corporations giving them our jobs because they're cheaper?
Yeah. Me personally, I don't really
like real shit like that.
I don't really.
And honestly, too, I'm probably biased because I come from a family of immigrants, and a lot of people I know are immigrants. So I kind of, so I would say I'm biased on that topic.
Yeah, I don't think I have like a major stance on it or anything. I just think, as far as like I would like us to get aid as well. Like, as far as the whatever. I just the thing where they are helping them with housing. I feel like we should also, being for this country, we should also get that as well. But I know Kamala is speaking on that already. So
here's the differences between both of them, because both of them, like, whether they want to admit it or not, especially Harris, because I don't know if she's fully admitting it. She wants to encourage people staying in their native lands as well. Neither one of them want a flood of immigrants into the country. They're just going about it differently. Trump is saying we're not aborting. we're deporting everyone who's illegal. If you're illegal and we catch you, your ass is gone. We're making that wall sealed tight. And if you have kids out here, they are not legal, and ain't shit you can do about it. Because a lot of people do have kids here to legitimize themselves, right? But that's
anchor baby.
Right. So Trump is like, no, if you come out here and you have your kids are not American.
I don't agree with that.
They asses can go too. West for Kamala Harris is like, you know what, if you guys are here, cool, try to legitimize your citizenship. Now, if you are not legitimizing your citizenship, there will be consequences, but we are also raising funds to help other nations to keep their people there. So it's like she's welcoming it, but she wants to police it as well. As far as Trump is like, no, get y'all asses the fuck out of here.
Balance with it. So
yeah. So I agree with you. I agree with both of you guys. I believe it does need to be a balance, because there are a lot of immigrants who are here that are not bad. There are some that are terrible. There are citizens here who are terrible.
I think that's people in general, like literally. Yeah, you can't just attribute that to
it's like racism again. It's like, oh, you see a black person, and now you grab your purse and go across the street.
Exactly. That's exactly how I see it. Where it's like, you paint a picture on a whole group of people, and it's like, damn,
Exactly.
everyone isn't like this though, you know?
Exactly. And then I saw a Trump commercial where they said I, the man said I was a Harris supporter until an illegal immigrant killed my son, and now I'm a Trump supporter. Sir, citizens could have killed that nigga too, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, I feel you, I get you, I feel you, bro.
But
But
we
like,
all have people that have been killed by
damn,
Americans.
it's literally, I was gonna say, like, I know somebody else killed by an American.
Yeah.
Should I be a terrorist or something? Like, what the fuck?
I'm just saying that's my issue with the immigration is that the reason why they hate immigrants is like very double standardish. And then the way Trump does it, he attacks these countries. He had
And
this
it's
people called
like,
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is technically like a state country, right?
yeah, it's
But
owned by the U.S.
they called Puerto Rico shitty. They called
They called
Haiti.
him a floating
They,
island of trash.
yeah, see what I'm saying? They called Africa a shithole. They called
That's
Jamaica
insane.
and all these other countries. They
And
called
you
them
want
shitholes. Like, what are we doing?
my thing too is like immigrants don't just come from from these ethnic countries, right? They also come from Europe, but he's not painting the picture about immigrants like that, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
he buys them and marries them.
hey, but like a
That's why.
European immigrant could come over here and not have to experience the backlash of like what a Spanish immigrant is gonna have to face because of the picture Trump
You
is
know
painting.
what?
I mean, like,
Let's get Luca the fuck out of here. How about that? Because he
yeah,
owes
like,
me
come
money.
on.
Motherfucker, I needed 1 point for my parlay, and I hit all
That's
five. And he was the
crazy.
six. I needed 1 point. Get him, Trump. You know what, Trump? Get his ass out of here now. Yeah, yeah. We'll trade his ass back like the Brittany Griner deal. How about?
Man, we gotta send him over there.
But overall, man, I think there has to be a control. There has to be a. Actually, this is actually going to sound very dark of me, but I do. As far as immigrants go, I think part of immigrants being able to come over here, they have to take English classes. They have to.
That's
I'm
crazy.
sorry, bro. They have to. Because, bro, do you know how many jobs that you apply for now? They're not even asking you to speak English. They're
Yeah.
saying, hey, you got to speak Spanish and you can't get this job.
I
Are you
will
fucking
say, I
serious?
will say, like this is just like a nitpick. It's just funny. Sometimes I'll be ordering on DoorDash, bro, and
Yeah.
I live in a gated community. I'll be getting people that don't speak a lick of English, bro,
None.
and they literally cannot get my food to me. Like I've had times where I could not get my food. Like it's just
Yeah.
like I'm like, damn, like that's crazy. But
Yeah, like
that's a joke. That's a joke.
not even on no like no hateful shit, but it's just more like if I go to a country and I plan on living there, I'm gonna try to
It does
learn.
take time though to learn another language.
They don't even fucking try. And I'm not talking about everybody. We're just talking about some. Because, when you work in service with people and then you start speaking English and they start smiling at you, ain't shit funny. Don't fucking smile at me, man.
Man,
No,
I used to work at a restaurant, bro. I used to experience that all the time. Like,
all are welcome. All
Yeah,
are
we
welcome.
do that too sometimes.
All are welcome. But please, bro, just try. Like, learn the basics. Look, if Shohei Otani can speak a little English now because I heard him at the parade, so can you.
look at my nigga Zubop.
Yeah, bro. But on the surface, so like if I was to go to another country and I was going to live there, I would be like, all right, let me learn like the basics to survive, the basic to like just to basically communicate. I'm going to respect you guys by not expecting you to speak English if I come to your home. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
I know
But
it's kind of different,
we have the
but
benefit of English being like, if it's not a lot of countries' first language, it's like they top three, you know. So I give
yes.
them that.
So if I'm willing to learn something, well, goddamn, you better pick up an encyclopedia, something, please. Um, but yeah, man. Either way, guys, make sure y'all vote. It's important. Every election is important. You always say this is the most important election. It is because it's the new election. Every time we get to a new election, it's the most important one.
Yep.
We're still dealing with ramifications of the pandemic. We're dealing with inflation. We're dealing with job loss. We're dealing with crime. We're dealing with a lot of stuff that we have to address. So vote responsibly. Vote for who attacks your core values. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, and
Yeah,
unless
vote for whoever y'all
yeah,
want to vote for, you know.
yeah.
And there's more than just voting for the candidates. There's propositions, stuff
But
like that as
please,
well.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Read those propositions. If we have more time, I'll go through those, but we don't. So
Yep.
read through those because that's where the power really is. There are on the ballots in California and Nevada. There are laws on their ballot. There's things on the ballot to where you can vote out the use of slavery. In 2024, there are bills that include the word slavery in it. So make sure y'all vote that out.
Man.
California, Nevada.
All right.
All right. Let's have some fun. We just got real serious. We got real deep on the asses.
Man.
We are
turn back up.
The second week of the NBA. How you guys feeling?
Feeling good. I have not had a parlay all season yet, but
I
shit.
I ain't hitting nothing either.
I ain't hitting nothing. I just got an alert. No Giannis today. Hey.
That's because he's getting traded to LA.
No, to Miami.
Man, can we talk about how Doc Rivers is about to get fired?
Doc Rivers is about to get fired. I'm predicting it in the next 3 games, 4 games. They're not going to win. They're not going to win a game.
He's the first nigga to build a Hall of Fame career and then destroy it.
Nigga got gifted a championship. Like, I don't even know why. We give him too much credit, bro. We give him way too much credit.
Usually I say I don't want to see a black man get fired. But I want this nigga out of here. And everybody know the reason why.
And I want Darby Ham in charge.
I want Rocket Man back.
I want him in charge, bro. I want him interim head coach.
No, I think if he was the interim head coach, Giannis and Dame would go and request a trade.
Oh no, it's coming regardless.
He gonna tell him go hard on them dudes.
Yeah,
they gonna look at each other and be like, front office.
Trade request is coming before the trade deadline.
This is why I'll never understand a team who's doing well firing their coach. Like, why did they fire Bud in the first place?
They were 34-13.
No, that was after Bud.
No,
yeah.
What's his name?
Like, why
but I'm
fire
saying,
Bud in the first place? And then you hired Griffin.
I understood. I understood firing Bud, even though I wouldn't have done it. I understood.
I understood.
I didn't understand the Adrian Griffin firing because you just hired him. Whatever problems y'all having, y'all winning. You figure out the other stuff later. Y'all 34-13.
I don't think you fire a dude mid-season when his record is that good. Like, that was crazy.
I see you understand. You understand the Bud firing. But in the last,
I wouldn't have did it though. I wouldn't have did it.
In the last 5 years, nobody has more success than Mike Budenholzer as a head coach.
Yeah.
Like, if people really think about it.
I feel like before, besides the year they won a chip, I saw a lot of holes in his game in the playoffs. So that's the only reason
I feel like I had a lot of coaches though for that.
But there's a lot of holes in his franchise player.
There is, but shit, that's why you got to try new things, and that's why I felt like I understood trying a new coach. Because it's easier to replace a coach than it is to replace Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said.
But he was like, 1 year removed from the championship? 2 years, maybe?
2 years, yeah.
Come on now.
So Giannis is out of right abductor strain. Oh, this record is going. They just gave Doc Rivers more excuses. Like, it's just.
And also, too, I wouldn't have hired Doc Rivers.
That was the worst.
To fire.
My thing is,
another coach.
How do you fire Bud for his lack of adjustments, and then you go and hire a
guy that
infamous for having lack of adjustments? Like, it don't make sense.
And lack of accountability.
They hired him for the name. Like, that's all it was. It was just like, Doc.
They should have heard when JJ Redick said, "Hey, that man don't do nothing."
Man, JJ looking like a better coach than Doc.
He is. I'm a better coach than Doc.
JJ Redick is a top 5 coach in the NBA. I don't care what nobody says.
Hey,
potential.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. I like JJ so far.
Fight me.
I gotta see the whole season, but from what I've seen so far, he's looking like
top 5.
He's looking like the next.
Because right now, he's just giving us a taste of him. I'm tired of getting the taste of him.
That's crazy. All right. So I do want to ask you guys, what is your early on NBA season overreactions? Give me 2 overreactions that you have.
Y'all know what mine is
based off your season.
Want to know mine?
Yeah, give me one. Give me one.
LaMelo Ball MVP.
He said overreaction, not dumbass.
LaMelo Ball MVP. I'm telling you, he's coming out. He's coming out having that type of season. You feel me?
What is their record? They're the 8th seed right now, like in the East. How
many games behind are they though?
What are we talking about, bro? They're actually not the 8th seed. They're actually not the 8th seed. He's having a good season, but MVP?
They're not that far behind.
They're 2-4. How you gonna win MVP? Under 500.
This is as close as they're going to get to 500.
2-4.
It's November 4th, 2024.
All right, Cam. What's
your overreaction? y'all gonna like. I mean, Cam's gonna like this one. I do think the Lakers can win the championship this year.
Oh,
I like what I've seen so far.
If they get
Tell you, I see a lot of potential in JJ Redick.
2 trades.
2 is crazy.
They need
maybe 1.
So, they need more size and they need a wing.
Oh yeah, they need more size definitely now because
my
your boy's out of there. I seen the video. I ain't gonna lie.
The video was bad. If y'all want to touch on that later, we can, but it's up to y'all. My overreaction, y'all know my overreaction is I keep posting it on Instagram.
What?
Anthony Marshawn Davis Jr. is the MVP.
I'm not mad at that either. He's having an amazing season, and I like how JJ is utilizing him.
He's making Darvin Ham look like a fucking idiot. That's what he's doing.
I just don't get why it took so long to make Anthony Davis the number 1 option.
Braun
has been begging for it.
I watched so many games last year where it literally AD would go
would not touch the ball. Would not touch the ball. And that was and that was in the Denver series. In the Denver series.
No, bro. It was the whole season.
I know it was the whole season, but in the Denver series it happened too. It made no sense. He would dominate Jokic.
That was the norm.
Dominate Jokic. I know.
I used to hate watching Laker games, bro. They would go a whole quarter and he would not touch the ball. Now he's touched. Like I used to always say, obviously AD's not Shaq, but when Shaq played, it was like, hey, give me that damn ball, and then if I don't like what I got, y'all get a shot. Yeah. That's what you got. When you got AD, Embiid, Jokic, Giannis,
you gotta get him involved.
Even Sabonis. You got to go through them first.
No sense. Yeah. Makes no sense. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about the Heat. I feel like running it through a big man. Like if you need to do it, because your guards and stuff like that, they could get it. They create their own shot, but you got to get your big going. You got to get,
Bro, if you have a big man that can get you 30 points every night,
why would you not go to that?
On 55 to 60% not completion, but field goal percentage, and most of these good big men, Jokic, AD, not Giannis, but Sabonis. They all shoot like 80% from the foul line. So if you can hit the midi, hit the 3, get inside, dunk on people, hook, floater,
and there's nobody in the league that can guard you. Like, why would you not?
Another thing that I noticed is AD is. I used to always say AD had a bad whistle. AD is finally getting free throws since he's shooting 12 per game right now. If AD stays healthy, there's nothing that's going to stop the Lakers from winning about 50 to 53 games, and it's not going to stop.
Yeah, if you guys are a top 2 to 3 seed, I would give them MVP.
I agree with AD though. I'm not AD, but you AD Jew. I agree with you. I think the Lakers do need a trade. I'm sorry. Which one said? Who said we need a trade? I think
you guys need 2 trades.
The Lakers need 2 trades. I fully agree.
Okay, who do y'all think they need to trade for?
I think
I need even before the Jackson Hayes joint.
Go get Jonas Valanciunas.
I said we needed a backup center.
Go get Jonas Valanciunas.
That's for sure.
And I think they need.
I don't agree with the wing though.
I
like your wings.
A wing or an athletic guard that
wing is fine. I would like to go get our son back. His name is Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yes, perfect. That's literally perfect.
I will give you niggas.
But you won't be able to get him because they just signed. Orlando signed him.
I will give you the nigga that looks like Chester Cheetah.
There's players.
I will give you the point guard who looks like the villain from Meteor Man. You guys can have him, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about.
I think you guys need like a Andrew Wiggins type player, like a.
Wait, hold on. Y'all never seen Meteor Man?
You talk about Gabe Vincent, right?
Y'all niggas are not black, bro. Because that was a good setup. I said the man who looks like the villain from Meteor Man. The villain from Meteor Man had an army, and him and all of his army had blonde hair.
Are you talking about D'Lo?
Yes, get that ugly shit out.
D'Lo needs to get traded. I've been telling you this, though.
No, here's the thing.
The perfect trade, if he was healthy, I've been telling Cam don't like it. Bruce Brown,
that's not true.
I like Bruce Brown. But he's
not Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown is not a consistent enough floor stretcher, bro.
Austin Reeves can shoot. He can defend. He's energy. He's not perfect, but he's a good trade.
I think the best trade.
I don't want Bruce Brown on my team.
Huh?
Zach LaVine would be the best trade in my opinion.
Here's the thing.
Uber athletic.
You need someone that can guard. You need someone that can guard.
I'll tell you why.
You have the tools to guard. The thing about defense, in my opinion, I feel like if you have the tool, it's all about effort.
I don't want to hear effort. You actually need somebody that could
Why do you think Bruce Brown is so good at defense? Because no one is asking him to do nothing on offense. Zach LaVine, if you tell him, I just need you to be the third option, He's gonna play better
tell you the
defense.
truth.
You need somebody that can hit shots. You need somebody that can defend the team's best perimeter player. You need that. You don't. Zach LaVine is not that. That's not the right move.
The only thing he's lacking, or what you just said, is the defense.
And that's what the Lakers need.
But IT, check this out. Even though IT is not IT, even though Zach LaVine is not my first choice, having somebody who can consistently get you 25 points a game.
Go all in on offense.
They're all in on offense right now.
He's not a shitty defender who lacks the tool.
He's a shitty defender, bro.
He's a better defender than D'Angelo and Austin Reeves.
He's a shitty defender.
Here's the thing, though.
Would you say he has the tools?
I mean, he's super athletic.
Exactly. That's all that matters.
He is what he is, bro. He's been in the league for this long. Yes, he is.
It's players who didn't play defense and then they play defense.
Andrew Wiggins.
You know who I would like?
Okay. Andrew Wiggins was not a defender, and then he went to the Golden State Warriors, and they've had him locked in.
You know
they called him a liability.
You know who I like? The Lakers need to go. This could be a cheap deal, too. Like, go try to get like a Dorian Finney-Smith for the Nets or Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson's good.
I like Cam Johnson.
I don't want Finney-Smith.
I mean, Finney is.
I like Cam Johnson, but then that's. I think
Finney will be cheap though. That's why I'm saying.
I don't want to trade anybody who needs to be set up for their shot.
That's what I was just gonna say. I feel like when you get a guy like that, you're leaning in on LeBron and AD.
You don't need creating all your offense. To create. You don't need a shot.
But have you seen year 22 LeBron? He's been taking days off.
Okay, but in the playoffs, he'll be playoff Bron.
I feel like you need a player that can play the role
or go
of Cam Johnson
and go get one of them players.
I feel like you need a player that can play the role of Cam Johnson, be a spot-up guy, but also when you need him to, go get you that bucket.
Cam could create a little bit.
That's what he said.
Cam, no, I'm saying you need someone that can play like Cam, but also play better than Cam. Cam cannot be a go-to creator.
Like you don't need a go-to creator. You have.
But I'm saying in some spots.
Honestly, IT, I've been watching these games, and there's moments, bro.
You need a guy
where we need a creator because, like, when we put the ball in Gabe Vincent's hands,
Gabe is bad.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, but that's what I'm saying. That's who we're depending on right now because we have to go to the bench. Our bench is terrible right now.
I would say if the Pelicans didn't re-up, what's his name? Trey Murphy, that would have been great.
Now, even BI though.
I'm gonna tell you what
BI's on a 1-year deal, I think.
I know I said
I don't hate it, but I don't like it. I don't love it.
I know I said a center in KCP, but I'll tell you what I would really want to do if I'm the Lakers. I would call Utah, call up our old friend Danny Ainge, see if he has any specials for us. No,
Walker Kessler.
Walker Kessler.
Listen to me.
You can't even.
I like that.
Oh, Colin Sexton.
Yeah, no, follow me. We have Colin Sexton is there, Jordan Clarkson is there, Walker Kessler is there. There's a lot of people we can ask about, bro. Yeah. Just ask them for somebody.
Yeah, I like a
Sexton. I like the Kessler. I like Kessler.
I like a Sexton Kessler.
Bro, because Kessler's not making it.
I like Sexton too. I ain't gonna lie.
You need
but I don't know
how
the money gonna
bro. You can't have a whole lineup of people who don't play perimeter defense. I'm sorry, bro. You need somebody in that lineup. You can't have.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Jordan Clark, like you gotta have somebody that can defend the perimeter, bro. You can't ask Bron to do that.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but at the same time, you need guys who can put the ball in the basket.
I get that, but you got to have a balance. You can't. Do you want Austin Reeves to be your best defender?
He's not the best defender. And you have AD.
Their best perimeter defender on their starting lineup, he is. Other than AD, obviously, but like he's their best perimeter defender in their starting lineup.
Okay, so who are you going to get that's the best perimeter? So you want 6'3" Colin Sexton. That's your best perimeter defender.
I didn't say Colin. I mean, I'm like him more than Jordan Clarkson.
Our demon is coming back.
Who's your demon?
Oh, Vanderbilt.
Oh, Vando.
Oh, there we go.
I do like
defender.
Vando. But Vando don't have the offense. You don't have the offense.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though.
So I'm saying you already have guys that are all defense, no offense. Go get you a guy that's like a little bit of both.
All right. Y'all want to hear my overreaction?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Tyrese Halliburton is overrated.
I do too.
And I've been seeing the holes in his draft. I drafted him based off of faith in him because he said his hamstring was the reason he wasn't. But I've been saying for longest. You can go in the chat. You can look it up. I said Tyrese Halliburton is overrated. I don't think he's that good. He has no bag.
I think he's a good floor general. I don't think he's like.
I think even that is overrated because I think his passes are like the most simple shit ever. Like I personally think Lonzo is a better passer than him. I I think Tyrese's passes are
he's still a good passer,
bro.
and sometimes simple passes are needed to get the offense flowing.
I get it.
Like you need a guy that can make those passes.
I get
you know
it, but
what I mean?
I think it took people to realize. Let's not. I feel like they kind of respected him too much as an offensive guy. Like,
yeah, I agree. He doesn't have.
Let's treat him
his
like
offensive
Ben
bag is very
I'm
like
forcing you to shoot that. Like,
and
take that floater, go to the rack. You feel me?
So funky, like it's tough to get off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I personally I think like they was talking about him as the next Steve Nash, but revolutionizing it, making it.
You want to know what's funny?
Yeah,
nigga, you are they.
No, I only drafted him in hopes of that because of what I've seen last year. But I said I'm on the record, bro.
He drafted him over Jason Tatum.
We had these conversations about the Kings and Pacers trade, and I've always said Sabonis is the best player in that trade. And some people were trying to
I personally just thought they should have traded De'Aaron Fox because I thought
now you get it. Now you sound even crazier.
No, but it was a reason why I thought that. You know, it was like more of a money thing.
Yeah,
but and I don't think Tyrese is trash. I don't. I think he's a good player.
I think he's overrated.
I think
he's overrated.
By you.
I
didn't overrate him though.
He's not as good of an offensive player as his numbers say. Like 20 and 10.
Trash now too.
But I'm saying like last season, like he was a 20 and 10 guy. Like he's realistically more like 15 and 10. Like
if even
sometimes people are new to getting the ball.
He's a good floor general. I'm not gonna disrespect him on that.
Tyrese is a good player. The Pacers are a good team. I like them a lot. That's why they went there. But they knew his limitations. That's why they went and got Pascal.
Yeah.
They went and got another scorer because they knew he wasn't going to carry them to the promised land.
Yeah, he's a great. I'll say he's a great floor general. He just has offense is very limited.
Tyrese wouldn't be overrated to you if you had spent your days listening to me. I've told you, young grasshopper, that just listen to me sometime.
I'm saying he's overrated in the media's eye. Like, I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's a good player. But as far as where it's like he's the next great point guard and shit like that was talks in the beginning of the year. Okay. And then he hurt his hamstring. And then he's blamed the hamstring all year. I couldn't get back healthy. You feel me? I'm not healthy. It's been a whole year, and you still are. You're even worse. Like, you don't even, I don't know. Maybe it is early on. This is an overreaction, by the way.
Yes, we can always. It's fluid, like Stephen Anthony says. It's fluid. So you said Tyrese is overrated. My guy says the other guard, LaMelo Ball, is the
He's
MVP.
better than Tyrese.
I agree.
He says LaMelo Ball is the MVP with a 2-4 record. And I say
doesn't matter. Like games catch up. They played the Celtics a couple times. Like they were playing some heavy hitters. You feel me?
Everybody's a heavy hitter to them.
Stop.
Oh, I have another overreaction. Why does my light keep turning off? God damn. Another overreaction I have. Y'all know where I'm going with this. Y'all want to go to San Antonio real quick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's your reaction? Because I have a reaction.
My overreaction point 2 is that
I know what he's gonna say, and
the Spurs drafted Rudy Gobert with handles who thinks he's Kevin Durant.
No. That's crazy. I don't agree with that.
No, I'm saying it because I'm angry.
Yeah, I get you.
I'm telling you.
Because the way he plays.
If this big old clunky, lopsided ass, big old 7'5" French fry would get his ass in the paint, he'd be a great player. But no, he thinks he's Klay Thompson, so he's up here shooting 20% from 3, 40% from the field. That is unacceptable.
Yeah.
It's early in the season, bro.
No, fuck that, bro. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, I think they're starting to get some wins. They're starting to get some wins.
I think it is, but he's
okay. Thank you. That's what we're talking about right now. As of right now, he is an unacceptable disgrace to the game of basketball.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a disgrace, but I do get it. And I
first
will
team
say,
All NBA.
This year?
No, he's not.
13 team All NBA.
No, I don't think he might get it off of glazing, but like I think Chet's better than him right now.
Do they have centers on the first team All NBA?
I think it's positionless.
If Anthony,
it's
positionless. He's lucky. He might get in maybe.
So I'm saying 13
first
All
team.
NBA. Him and Chet.
13.
Him and Chet. 13 All NBA.
I'm about to say there's at least 5 centers.
It's possible off of glazing, but like if we went off of right now, no.
Obviously not right now.
Okay, but this is an overreaction.
I'm saying in 82 games.
Yeah, we're talking about overreaction.
After 82 games, once he gets back into the flow of things, bro.
After 82 games,
13 All NBA.
20 wins.
Stop. They're going to the playoffs.
They're 3-3 right now, so I will say that.
And Chris Paul is heating up.
They just beat the T-Wolves. That's cool. Yeah, but Wemby, he's kind of underwhelming right now. I will say that. And
you have a strange alliance to losers, and it's not natural for you.
Just saying, bro. Spurs to the playoffs.
Tell me who quoted that.
You know who said that? Cat.
Yes, that's what you have right there. You have a strange alliance to losers, and it's unnatural for you.
And another overreaction I have: Philly's gonna miss the playoffs.
Oh, that was part of my overreaction too. Let me go back to my notes.
Don't worry, Pauletta's coming back tomorrow.
Clippers and Philly.
He's coming.
Philly is so the Clippers. Oh yeah, the Clippers for sure.
I think because of health,
none of us put
both
the
of them are
Clippers in
going
the
to
playoffs.
struggle.
I didn't put them. You did. You put them in the play-in.
That's different. They can get to the play-in. I think so.
Philly is so disgusting to watch right now.
Oh, another overreaction. Since we're just throwing them at the wall, and I'm done after this. But the Golden State Warriors are very good.
They're deep.
They do look good.
They're
good.
Deep.
If they stay healthy,
Buddy Hield looks like
and maybe make
Clay.
one
Flash Brother 3.0.
But Buddy's better than Clay right now.
Yeah.
I thought they're kind of shooting on the same level.
Buddy is averaging 20 points a game.
Yeah.
What's Clay averaging?
He got a higher role.
Does he have a higher role?
Yeah, he does. He's the number two option.
He's not the number two. Andrew Wiggins.
If the Warriors pull the trigger
Kuminga
on a Larry Markkinen trade,
I don't think he can get traded this year. He can't get traded this year.
Why not?
Because he signed that.
I think he get traded in like January.
Nah, I don't think he get traded.
When did he sign?
Oh my gosh.
When did he sign?
He signed it over the summer, like that. When he had signed that deal, they had said
what
that.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
The Jazz signed him.
He did just sign.
Trying to barge in this room right now.
Come on, man, special guest. What's going on?
Oh.
Yeah, we like her better anyway.
I'm filming something. Skyler, where's your mommy? Say what's up.
What's up?
All right. Get out of here. Kai! Can you get her? I'm filming a podcast.
She said, oh.
Okay. Go to your mommy. Say hi. All right.
Oh my God. I'm next.
Are you next? Okay. I'm almost done.
I just said that because I know you're cutting it out.
That was crazy.
I'm gonna leave that in there.
No, you better not leave it in. That's what she said.
Another overreaction. I want to say the Bucks are gonna miss the playoffs so bad. But I know they're not going to keep Doc that long. That's what I'm saying. But if they put Darvin in charge, they're going to miss the playoffs.
I think they're firing. If they fire Doc, they're firing.
They got to fire. I'll fire the whole coaching staff.
Hey, Darvin going to come to work after Doc gets fired. No, take your bald head ass out of here.
No, you seen the...
we didn't even want you in the first place.
You seen that football player? Remember, he was trying to get it. He said, I guess they let me go.
I guess they cut me. Yeah, exactly.
You're going to be that.
For real.
The East.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sucks. Now that I'm looking at the standings.
The East does. It's just Boston.
Boston and Cleveland.
Cleveland's not, I like Cleveland a lot. The way they play now.
Cleveland has always had the roster to do what they needed to do, which is why I never understood why they were not winning.
It's because
I like Cleveland because they kept it together. Yeah. They let them build together. They were on some shit where but they weren't on some shit where like you didn't win in 1 year, we're gonna blow it up. They're like, you know what? We have a good team, good young players. Y'all boys are gonna develop together.
For instance,
I got a great segue.
Oh, go for it.
Great segue. But yeah, like you feel me, they were patient with their young guys. They were, they letting them develop. Evan Mobley, they didn't say we're gonna trade you or we're gonna bench you because you're young and you're not showing us what we wanted you to do early on. And now they're playing fast. I love that. And that goes into the NFL. Where you feel me, young quarterbacks, they don't get that type of love. You feel me?
Absolutely.
I think it's different though, because in the NFL. A lot of those guys, they shouldn't have started from the jump. Like, they should have let them just develop on the bench and really, like, learn.
You say that.
Versus, like, because I feel like all the best quarterbacks, or most of them, they sat. You feel me? Like, Mahomes sat a year. Lamar Jackson sat, like, most of his rookie season. Tom Brady, yeah, he sat a couple years to where it's, like, it is a whole different game. And, like, these guys, all these good quarterbacks, they're coming from teams where, like, they're the best team in the country. They have the best offensive line. They have the best receivers. They have the best
And you're
this.
expecting them to
And you
lift
go
up
to a
a
team
trash
where
team.
in a league now you have the worst offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of 5 seconds to throw, you got 2 seconds. You playing with two all future
Oh
all
my
pro
god.
wide receivers. Now you're playing with guys who drop the ball a lot. You feel me? Who don't run the best routes or something. To where I feel like a lot of these guys are getting set up for failure. Because even a dude like Anthony Richardson, they said he started like 10 games since his senior year of high school of
Yeah.
football completely. It's like you expected this guy to come in here and play an NFL position that like is the most important position on the field and like succeed. It's kind of like damn that's kind of
Now,
crazy.
I think Anthony's getting his job back. I just think they
He for
benched him
sure
because
is.
of what
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wouldn't give him his
I
job
ain't gonna
back.
lie, that was
That was
stupid.
crazy taking yourself out the
Him,
game.
Yeah, he took
no
himself out of the
that
game because he was tired. Fuck
I'm
you.
not gonna lie.
We're
I'm
all
not mad
tired.
at him for taking himself out the game. I'm mad at him for saying he took himself out the game because he was tired.
You better
Like
fake an injury.
literally, like nigga, I would be like, man, my hamstring. You feel me? I felt a little tightness. I wanted to make sure everything was good. Or
Yeah, bro.
It
You
is
better,
something,
one
you
thing
know?
to say you're tired to your coaching staff. It's another thing to tell the media that.
you better
Yeah,
media
like
that.
you know the media's gonna
Oh
run with
shit.
that and
I'm
You
run.
just
tired.
embarrassed our fucking franchise, nigga. You sit your ass on the bench.
Like
Yeah,
you
you
don't think
got.
these other players be tired?
Yeah.
But I would say that's why I don't feel. That's why I don't feel mad that he took himself out because you feel me. Running backs, if a running back is tired, he could take himself out of the game. If a
Yeah.
receiver's tired, he could like, hey,
And he
one
does
play,
run a
get
lot
the
as a
backup
quarterback.
in. You feel me? So I
Mm-hmm.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's running a lot. You know,
Yeah.
so I understand that part.
And
Hey,
my thing.
tell your coach I don't have I got the wind knocked out of me or something.
Yeah, facts.
Exactly. Just lie.
And my thing going into it is I understand like teams not well if they like Drew said if they took the approach where they benched them from the start, it's not a big deal. But I understand why they do it. Like coaches have to protect their job. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, the coach is gonna get blamed. We just seen a coach get blamed right now from the Saints. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for your career to protect your job security. So
Yeah.
it does make sense why they bench quarterbacks is not getting the job done, like Bryce Young or Anthony Richardson and everything. But it is like, damn, does the young guy have room to grow? Can we, give him that leeway, to learn? But it is like have that veteran quarterback that's starting and like you feel me with the Steelers, Russell Wilson starting and Justin Fields is his backup now, and Justin Fields is cool with that. They explained that to him. He's learning from Russell Wilson, and that's gonna make him a better player.
Exactly. That's a perfect situation too, where it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you have the talent. Yeah, maybe he can
Mhm.
start on some team then play okay, but like
Yeah.
now he gets these years of like sitting behind a future Hall of Famer and understanding a guy with a similar play style and how he does this and why he does this and why he has a Super Bowl and why he been to like just certain stuff.
And it's crazy when watching it. Like I watched the first game where Russell Wilson was got the starting spot back. It's just like it's a different thing. Like you see like the experience and everything. Like it's really
even
like
when they benched Bryce Young for Andy. It's like Andy's not the best. He's not a Hall of Famer.
Hey,
He's not.
we're not going to talk about that game.
And that was
No, I'm
good
saying
for
like
you guys.
he's not a Hall of Famer.
Hey,
He's
what'd you
not
say, Saints fan?
All pro or anything.
We
but
just
it's like,
lost to them niggas, bro. With
lost to
Bryce
Bryce.
Young, like
hey, okay, y'all lost
fuck.
to Bryce.
That's
But you put a
trash.
veteran in who knows how to do things and who's done things before.
Yeah.
They can get the job done. Just like Joe Flacco. Like when they put him in Cleveland last year and he got the job done. It's like, yeah, I'm not the all time greatest guy, but I've done this before. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
See, I'm with you when you said they're leaving great situations and going to bad situations. Bro, Bryce Young was on the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Literally.
If you
To
take
the
him,
Panthers.
if you throw him into the Panthers, where the average consumer cannot name the players on the Panthers. So my thing is
They
with
traded the one nigga I knew.
exactly, they traded the dude for Bryce Young. Oh, you talking about Deontay?
I'm talking about Deontay. Yeah,
Oh, see, I'm talking about before
Not
when they
Sam
had
Darnold,
DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ Moore. Oh, I forgot about
They
DJ Moore.
they had DJ Moore and they traded that to Chicago. See, the way I see it is, if you look at Justin Fields was not the problem in Chicago. They had a bad offensive coordinator with Luke Getsy, right? But hey, let's give up on Justin Fields. Let's go get another quarterback in Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is a very similar player to Justin Fields out of college. They're both great talents, and now you see they're not really that much better. They're better, but they're not a whole lot better because you still have bad coaching. In football, coaching matters. Your personnel matters. Like Patrick Mahomes, he came into Kelsey and Andy Reid and Tyreek Hill and Josh Allen got Stephon Diggs and Burrow got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Like, the best quarterbacks came into good situations. You can't, look at the Jets. Aaron Rodgers can't save the fucking Jets.
Man, they have the same record they had with Zach Wilson, and everyone was blaming him and saying he's the worst quarterback we've ever seen. And it's like
their line is ass.
Just a young guy with no help.
Circumstances, like if you throw any quarterback into a bad situation on a bad team, it's not going to work. Because now what's going to happen is the Panthers, let's say they go draft a quarterback with the number 1 pick next year.
It's going to be the same deal.
You still have the same fucked up team. If the Panthers drafted C.J. Stroud, we wouldn't talk about C.J. Stroud the way we're talking about him with Houston.
I agree.
We'd be talking about him like we're talking about Bryce Young.
I agree.
Caleb's going through the same thing right now too with the Bears.
But even with Caleb, you can see the Bears. At least they tried. You know what I mean?
They went and got him. So
they went and got him help. Their line sucks.
But
they got him receiving help, and I'm like, I can at least give you credit for that. You know,
it's just the line.
The Panthers have nothing. Panthers got a battle line, no running backs, no receivers, no coaching, no defense. Just a 5'8" quarterback.
I was just gonna say, the nigga 5'8" too. That's like you.
They got him fucked up. He's little as fuck.
Like when the Cardinals drafted Kyler Murray, what did they do? They traded for DeAndre Hopkins. That's what you do when you get a quarterback. You get their asses some help. Like for instance, I want Shedeur Sanders with the Raiders. So okay, we got Brock Bowers. Let's go get another receiver and then go build that offensive line. You're supposed to make it as easy as possible for these young quarterbacks. You don't. Yeah, like even with Peyton Manning, his first year he threw 28 interceptions. They cleaned house. They gave him a better situation. Now he's top 10 all time.
It be feeling like football be treating it like it's the NBA or something. Like we could keep tanking to make our team better and all that. But you feel me? Like you're setting them up. Like football, you don't have that many years. Like you feel me? If
you don't, but also too in football, the tanking is a little better just because it's no lottery.
There's no lottery.
Like if you have the worst record, you get in the first pick.
Yeah.
So it might be you could set it up to where.
But it's like then you're blaming the quarterback. Like
in basketball, that is the bad part. In basketball, one LeBron can change your life.
Yeah.
You know, even though I give Wemby a hard time, Wemby is going to change the trajectory of San Antonio sports. But you need about 5 of them in football. You need the quarterback. You need the line. You need the receiver. You need the defense. You can't be by yourself. Like if you take Patrick Mahomes right now and you put him in the Panthers, they ain't winning shit. Patrick Mahomes right now has the most interceptions. You know what I'm saying? He has the most interceptions.
Struggling being undefeated is crazy.
And they're undefeated because why? They have a great team. They have a great coach. It matters. Raiders just fired their offensive coordinator, which I'm very happy about. Get rid of Gardner Minshew too.
Yeah, he's ass.
Okay. I want to give these quarterbacks time to learn. Now, I don't think they all should be playing in their first year because that's like they didn't used to. Now, I don't want them sitting 5 or 6 years. Like the Falcons have a decent situation with Kirk Cousins. And they got Penix behind him. Now, Cousins has a 4-year guaranteed contract. I don't know if he's going to ride that out with the Falcons or not. But even though they have a situation that, okay, we know we have something to build from, and I like that a little bit. But as far as you give a quarterback 1 year, now he's on the bench. Bryce Young played a year in 2 games, and they put him on the bench. Are you kidding me?
It's foul.
You know, I think the patience with quarterbacks are too young because of how too low because of what Mahomes have done or Jaden Daniels is doing or C.J. Stroud has done. They set the bar so high. Oh, if you don't do it now, we're going to get another one next year.
But do you think Mahomes would have been as good if he didn't sit behind Alex Smith? You feel me?
I think sitting and having Andy Reid help because Andy Reid has gotten the best out of every quarterback he ever had.
Yeah.
McNabb.
Coaching definitely matters as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, last thing is that I'm going to say about that is, I feel like these quarterbacks, you just either sit them or you just give them time on the field. If you throw them out immediately, they're not going to be as good as you want them to be right away.
If you're going to throw them out immediately, at least
have I brought up the Jets. They drafted Sam Darnold, right? You get rid of Sam Darnold, you bring in Zach Wilson. You get rid of Zach Wilson, you bring in Aaron Rodgers. Well, you're going to draft a quarterback after Aaron Rodgers, and none of them work. Well, then Darnold goes to the Panthers, and the Panthers they took Mayfield from the Browns. They're both with the Panthers, and then the Panthers get rid of Christian McCaffrey for some reason. Then they get rid of Darnold and Mayfield. Now Darnold and Mayfield are leading playoff teams damn near. Darnold is in first place. No, he's not in first place. The Lions are in first place, and the Vikings are right behind them. But the Vikings are like 6-2.
Yep.
Get them in the right situation. Give them receivers. Even Dak Prescott. Last year, Dak had an MVP-like season. This year, they ain't playing worth shit because why? They have no running game. They have one receiver. They have no offensive line. The defense is hurt. You got, bro, football is the ultimate team game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they be setting all of these dudes up for failure.
Absolutely.
That's why incompetence, bro. It's incompetence. I don't understand
it. Absolutely. So I hope Bryce Young gets a fair shake. I hope he gets traded somewhere to where he'll be appreciated. Because I don't want him to play for the Panthers again. I want the Panthers banned out of the NFL. They need to go to the USFL. And hopefully Bryce can go somewhere and get his confidence back up. Trade him to Miami. Let him play behind Tua. So then when Tua gets another concussion, Bryce can step in and play.
Oh my God! Honestly, sending them. Did you guys see the report that the Chiefs are trying to get back Tyreek Hill?
Yes.
That's insane.
The Chiefs are trying to get Tyreek Hill, and the Chargers are trying to get T. Higgins. Take him up, nigga. Let's play. Because Tua don't want to wear that Guardian cap. So it's like, bro, you about to fuck us up all over again, bro. So if I'm the Dolphins, I would trade for Bryce Young.
I think that is crazy that he said he didn't want to wear the Guardian cap. I feel like if there's any way to better protect yourself, you should just try it at this point, you know?
Yeah, bro.
He said it's my decision. Like, bro, is it that uncomfortable? Like, he just don't want to look stupid or something. I guess he want to be fly.
They don't even feel it on their head, bro. They don't feel it.
Like on the outside, it's like, okay, buddy, I feel it, but I guess, you don't care about your health.
All right, so guys, in closing, we had an album come out last week. What is it called? Cornucopia. Tyler, the Creator, is his studio album. First album in a few years, because his last two albums did win Best Album at the Grammys. So he is a West Coast boy. So shout out to Dodger, shout out to Tyler.
We here. So
is this a gang sign?
They gonna get us banned. You gotta put the A in front of the L, bro.
Oh,
your camera backwards. Oh yeah, okay. But
so thoughts on Tyler as an artist? Thoughts on his album?
Okay, so I fuck with Tyler, the Creator. I'm not the biggest fan of his music. I'm not going to sit here and say I listen to all his shit, but as like a creative and an artist, I'm a big fan because Tyler's I like how
a legend as a creative.
He changes up the aesthetics and he like has a whole like real life promo run with each album. You feel me? It's like a whole different experience. And I did listen to like a little bit of this album and I really liked it, and I feel like he's one of the big dogs. I don't remember if we talked about it last time we were talking about the big dogs, but he's one of the guys that shows me that, like, when people are talking about, like, lack of album sales, it's like, I really feel like sometimes it's because of the quality. And you feel me? Because he's a guy who, they say he had a short week, and he did 300K.
4 days.
Feel me? That if it was 7, he probably would have did 4, maybe 500.
Maybe 5.
And that's Travis Scott numbers and Drake numbers. And it's like, people don't associate him with those big acts, though. Because why I mention like Travis Scott and Drake is because like not only is he gonna give you an album and sell 300K, but like he's gonna give you this whole experience of like chromacopia. Like it's not just, it's like a whole. He has a new look, a new haircut, a new. You feel me? And I appreciate artists like that.
About Kanye,
Kanye, like
it was a couple guys we talked about who go through eras with every album.
Kendrick, Kanye,
this
Tyler.
Is definitely an era for him.
And it's nice, man. He has a little military outfit. He has the little spooky.
I like that
mask.
aesthetic. It's creepy.
It's a smooth thing. And Tyler is not who he was 10 years ago. Not even close. He's not even close to who he was 10 years ago. I love that.
That's amazing.
I played the entire album. It had some features, not a whole lot. He got Glorilla, Lil Wayne, Sexy Red, Doechie's on the album. Yeah. I think Daniel Caesar's on the album. He didn't reveal the features immediately. So on first listen, I couldn't see the features. I was just listening. The album is a vibe. It's produced really well. It's sonically pleasing. And then he's also talking shit on there. He has a song on there called "Take Your Mask Off," where he's breaking somebody down. He could be breaking down his own ego, but he could be breaking down somebody specifically, and it's really fire. I love his music. I mean, I'm not really like, oh, Tyler's my guy, but this album spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried listening to other albums, and some I'm like, oh, this is good. Yeah. But this right here, all the way through, I didn't turn it off. So I definitely mess with it. It's probably in my conversation for one of the best albums of the year.
Speaking of,
I gotta finish it.
But I have to sit down and really like dive into it. I just haven't.
Yeah, we'll revisit it.
But Tyler is definitely a legend, man. Since the Odd Future days, I feel like he's like a pioneer. Like I don't know, he's done a lot. Like,
Yeah,
I look up to bro. I can't lie. Like content
Anybody
wise
who
and
can
everything.
reinvent themselves the way they, because the way Tyler was, he was not like a nationally marketable person. He
Not
was
at
like
all.
it's an acquired
He was
taste
like
now.
he was like, if you think about it at the time, he was like what we would say like today, like when like someone like NBA
Yeah,
YoungBoy
I don't
was
think
like, oh, they're hard, they got a lot of fans, but we can't market them because
that's
of
what I
like
would
their
think of
image.
him. Literally,
And that was him in the beginning of his career. Like, oh, he had a crazy
the
fan base.
rebrand
He
is
was doing shit, but it
crazy,
was kind of
bro.
like, oh, the shit he's rapping about, the shit his
What was
videos.
the first album of his real rebrand? Was it Flower Boy? Because he did Flower Boy, he did
Let me
Igor,
see.
he did Call Me
I
If You
remember
Get Lost.
Igor was
Those three
rebrand.
albums all did well. Igor and Call Me If You Get Lost both won Grammys.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this album wins Grammys because you know that other boy from Compton is coming. And if we get the fall off next year, it's
Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb was probably the first one.
Cherry Bomb, yes. Hey, could y'all imagine though? Could y'all imagine at the 20? Because obviously he missed the deadline for the 25 Grammys. That's September. In 26, you got Tyler, you got the fall off, you got Kendrick's next album. You might have Drake's album.
It might be the best year in rap in a long time.
Exactly, but
they gonna fuck around and give it to Megan Thee Stallion now.
Or Cardi B.
Hey, I'll let Glorilla have it. So since we are on the subject of albums and best and all that stuff, who do you guys have as like your top 5 to 10 rap albums of the year, or albums period? It don't even have to be rap.
Rap albums of the year. I made a list of the other stuff that I like this year. I like the
101.
It can be anything.
Gunna's album. What's it called? Is it one of one or whatever?
Yeah, I like Gunna's album.
I really like that album a lot. And what's it called? J. Cole. Might delete. Yeah, no, might delete later. That's been in rotation heavy. I would say those two for me.
I'm sorry, album.
Bro, stop. Those two albums for me.
That album is definitely in my top albums of the year.
Yeah, those two albums right there for me. And Mustard album was cool. It wasn't nothing.
Mustard album was good.
Yeah,
I liked Days Before the Rodeo. I know that's old, but he just he dropped it this year. I was bumping that shit a lot.
Hey, it's back.
Yay, Dollar Signs. I was fucking with that a little bit for me. I don't care what the people got to say. That was a good album to me.
Okay. Which album?
Dollar Sign.
Vultures
one.
Vultures one is good.
Yeah, I like Vultures one a lot.
Eminem drop. It just I liked it, but it hasn't been in replay.
I like some of the songs. Only reason I didn't mention it is because I was looking at albums where I listened to most of the whole album in rotation.
It's only been 2.
But I like that. I always say I like that song with Jelly Roll. That was a crazy song.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it's only been 2 for me. Then if I have to say an album that I've been playing nonstop this year, 101.
Oh yeah, shout out Bossman D-Lo. I've been running that all through a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, singles.
Mr. Beat the Road.
What about you, Cam?
Both of you guys went. So yeah, I have Dark Times, Vince Staples. That's 100% up there. That album is fire, but top to bottom. Mm-hmm. I have the Apology album, Might Delete Later, J. Cole. That album is really good.
The Apology
not because, honestly, I'm going to tell you, that album is so fucking good. That's why, when I get mad at Wimby or I get mad at J. Cole, is because I know how great you motherfuckers are. Mm-hmm. I want to see you pedal to the metal 24/7. It's petty.
Do we count for All the Dogs? Or that was last year?
I mean, that was last year. That was last year.
All right.
But that was heavy in my rotation too. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have Dark Times, Vince Staples, Might Delete Later, J. Cole. I might have to throw Tyler the Creator up in there as far as top to bottom albums because it's no dead zones, there's no skips, it's fire all the way through. We have Alligator Bites Never Heal, Doechii.
I gotta listen to that. I gotta listen to that.
Doechii is the most I'm gonna tell you, there's some people who might like for instance Glorilla, she makes nothing but slaps. Sexy Red is super catchy. Doechii her and Doja Cat are the most skilled pound for pound of the female genre. Doechii can rap with your favorite rapper more times than not.
She got a song that be playing on 2K. I cannot find it, but that shit's so fucking.
They be adding so many songs in there, bro.
I know she got 2 songs that has been going around video games. She got Nissan Altima, and she got one with
Mop It Up.
Mop It Up. Yeah, I know that one too. And she got another one with JT that's all over. It's like Ego Trip or some shit. But then also, y'all mentioned it, and y'all know I'm going to mention it. The death of Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers.
Yeah.
That's in there 100%. So that's my 5. Vince Staples, J. Cole, Doechii, Tyler the Creator, and Eminem.
We Don't Trust You was cool too.
Oh, We Don't Trust You.
Yeah, We Don't Trust You was cool. I did fuck with that.
The first one is better than the second one.
Yeah. The second one I wasn't really vibing with certain songs though. Certain songs was good, but the first one was really good.
You know, when we get to that first album,
We Don't Trust
was a thug from around the way.
Yeah, that was a crazy album for sure. But
yeah, absolutely.
This was a good music year though. I can't say that.
We're gonna do a full recap when the year ends.
Yeah. I can't wait for
it. Was a good music year.
I can't wait for the 2024 rewind, bro. Like when we just go over everything, bro. We gotta really do production for that. That's gonna be fire. But yeah, pretty good music year. As far as albums, it's cool. It's cool.
What's a sleeper album that y'all got that you ain't think nobody been on? It could be any genre.
Let me see. Let me go to my list.
A sleeper.
Oh, I got one. Niggas don't think this nigga Lil Tecca Plan A. Lil Tecca has been dropping bangers, and I feel like people sleep on him because like we're used to like the little kid Lil Tecca, you feel me, like whatever. Yeah. But like he's been dropping a lot of bangers.
Babyface Ray. Babyface Ray's the kid that was a pretty good album. I like Babyface
So I have Charge It to the Game, Silk the Shocker. Now I'm playing.
The fuck?
I'm like, okay, you getting on your oldies too.
You know Silk the Shocker. You know Silk the Shocker. My sleeper, I'm not even gonna lie, a lot of people didn't like it, but I like Just Read Up 3. YG.
It's ass.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't say ass, but I wasn't a big fan of it. I like the first song. But...
Now, what I would tell you is, it's not what I expected it to be, but I appreciate what it was. I wish it had a different name. I think if it had a different name,
I don't think.
I thought
that's why I don't like it. I feel like
I didn't think it was a bad album, but
not a Just Read Up, bro. It's just like
it didn't align.
I don't like sequels.
I think he should just left it at the 2. I feel like you're tarnishing like the legacy of Just Read Up with this. Like it just.
I don't like sequels. I feel like people need to leave stuff alone.
Yeah, I think with music, it's tough to do sequels because realistically, you can't capture the moment of what the first album was. If you try to recreate it, it's like impossible. It's not like a movie where you could like make a continuation.
I feel like you could do it if it's not too far apart. Like if you did Just Read Up 1, 2, 3, like back to back to back, you could do it because you're still in that space. You're still in that.
But I feel like when you do that, you're already putting it up against something that's so great. Like if you look at like the Migos when they did Culture 1, great album. Oh shit, amazing, classic. Then you say you're dropping Culture 2. What are we expecting? Classic on steroids.
Now Culture 2 was fire.
It was, but it didn't. No, 3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though you keep going on, and it's like it's hard to live up to greatness. You know,
that's like Drake making a Take Care 2.
Yeah, like it's like we would expect if he said that. What are we expecting? Classic 2.0. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's like, can you make that?
You can't really
if you're trying to force it.
Well, if you're doing
if you're trying to force it
series, then yeah, you can do that. The singles, but yeah.
Why you think Dre never put out Detox? It's the sequel to The Chronic, and then sequel to The Chronic 2, which was 2001, and it's just like, damn, bro, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do it, right? But speaking of sequels, in my West Coast brother, Dr. Dre, Missionary coming out soon, Snoop Dogg.
I'm actually excited to listen to that.
They put out the first single.
You know another good album? Kaylin For Real, Make the West Great Again. That was a good album.
Hey, that was on my list too. Actually.
Roddy's coming too.
Yeah, Roddy, but he hasn't dropped yet. I'm waiting though.
They announced the date already.
Oh, they got the date.
I think it's December 6th.
He is a Scorpio.
I am excited, but I do think when it comes to his fans, like they're getting really.
I feel like they're so harsh, bro.
They are harsh. I do think so.
Because I don't think.
But he's a product of having such a great first album that it's tough to live up to those expectations. Like,
that's real.
Because I feel like that's something that happened with Bryson Tiller. Like he's a great artist, but his first album was so great. Fire. It was hard for him to recover when his second album wasn't that great. You know?
Personally, I like Live Life Fast. Feed the Streets.
I liked a lot of songs.
Feed the Streets 3 on me was cool.
But I feel like with Live Life Fast, if he would have like trimmed it, it would have been a better album.
You can't make all right albums after a classic.
Yeah. It's tough.
It sucks.
People are gonna judge you.
it's like what I just said. It's the
I
reason
know
why
he tried to make it live up to it though. I
Yeah,
don't
that-
because
that's
I
the
would
problem.
never
You can't.
judge him and say he didn't put in work for this. I felt like
You
he
have to-
tried.
You have to
So,
organically
Sure
make
did.
music,
It
man. You
sucks,
have to
yeah.
organically make music. You can't try to live up to something else.
Mm.
That's why Cardi B has not put out an album in 6 years, because her album was the biggest shit the world has ever seen as far as women go.
So you just gotta stop making albums until you feel like you got something that can
She
compete.
cannot live up to that. She's been dropping all these singles, and if she would have used them singles and made them into albums, she probably would have had another big album.
Yeah.
But now it's like you didn't had all these babies, and you go like, I don't know if she is like in that pocket right now. And now what it is that if she puts out an album, it's going to be like, oh well, it's not as good as the last one.
Yeah.
No matter what she puts out, that's what they're going to do. And it's like it makes you kind of like, I don't know if I can do it. You know, like even Nas with Illmatic, they dissed his next album, even though his next album was still great. It's like, you know, that's why Michael Jackson is the GOAT. Just want you to know that.
Yeah,
Like,
Mike is different.
He made Off the Wall, and he said, "Hey, I need another album, a completely different album." Made Thriller.
Mike is the
different
greatest
album.
artist to ever live. You know.
Greatest. Rest in peace, Mike. Rest in peace, Quincy. Rest in peace, Tito Jackson.
Man. Oh, you know, okay, this not an album, but I've been listening to the Michael Jackson song recently, and it's so fire. It's called Chicago.
Man, I don't know where to Chicago.
Man, that shit is so fire, bro.
Yeah, that's
Mike, bro.
That's on the Escape album. That's
Yeah.
that's the that's a sleeper. That's a sleeper.
Yeah,
Most
like that
definitely.
shit dead ass been in my rotation for
Heartbreak
like,
Hotel is my favorite all time Michael Jackson song.
I was listening to that beat earlier, just the instrumental. That shit was
That shit is crazy.
fire. It's a Halloween song.
I want to know my theory of why Michael Jackson is the greatest artist though of all time.
Why?
He just made
Because the nigga was a big pop star since he was like 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So every generation basically grew up on him being the biggest pop star in their life. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he was to the point where like, nigga, your mom loved him, your grandma loved him, you loved him, your little sister loved him, your baby's cousin who just was born 2 months ago loves him. Like, everybody loved Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like, my parents from Nigeria, and the only American music I remember them putting me on the plane was like Michael Jackson. Like, this nigga amazing. Like, we listening to Michael Jackson from.
Now, I'll tell you what's crazy about Mike, bro. He's the only artist in the 21st century to have, I think, 6 music videos over 1 billion views on YouTube.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All of his videos came out before YouTube existed.
I know, it's just crazy.
Think about it, and he's the only one that hit their marks.
Shit is insane. Wasn't he like the first music video on MTV?
He was
Or
the first black.
person?
First black, yep. And like,
yeah, he's different.
yeah, and then, damn, what was I gonna say about that? Whatever, I forgot. But Michael's the GOAT, the undisputed GOAT, King of Pop. I can't wait till the movie comes out next year.
Yeah,
First day I'm there.
It's gonna be fire.
All right, y'all. This has been Attention to Detail. That's episode 7. Thank you guys for rocking with us. If you've been here long enough, you know, like, comment, subscribe. Same thing we said in the beginning. Send it to your people. Send it to their people. Send it to their people. Once again, I am Cam Alexander.
And I'm your boy IT.
And it's your boy Jew.
And this is Attention to Detail. Peace.